without further ado, Raimi returning back for his moment of recreation, we will begin. So, when we left off, lurking just outside the vicinity of the ice cavern, if you guys look into the bottom left and it is a little bit brighter than usual, that is because Roll20 actually altered their dynamic lighting settings over the last week, which is great news for me. But, as you guys sit there now, still attempting to climb the rope connected to the harpoon, which is connected to the icy cavern's wall, Alistair and Aralas are the only two to successfully get on top. And as they do so, they do lay eyes on the ferocious beast awaiting them, the giant, white, mangly-haired snowcat. So, without further ado, everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
I forgot to join, so it's booting up now, so I might be another second.
Oh, take your time, take your time. Alright. Just to fill in, as they were getting to the top, Glenn, you were holding the rope to the bottom. You saw Alistair and Aralas climb up. Larry and Rez attempted to as well, but after some poor athletics checks, they rolled at the bottom.
There's nothing quite so satisfying as being like after like what's basically an entire month like not playing Dungeons and Dragons, coming back in so ready to play Dungeons and Dragons, and rolling a 2 on initiative.
Oh yeah,
very satisfying.
Well, you just never know what could happen. All right. So at the top of this initiative score is Erland with his 20. Erland, what would you like to do?
So we are at the bottom, correct?
You guys are currently, you cannot see what is above the 20-foot precipice immediately before you. However, you can see, or are aware of the fact, rather, that the sea cat is inside and is going to begin attacking your allies.
Okay. So, I am going to... Let me see. I just changed my zoom settings on everything. Okay. I believe I'm going to try... What I need to make an...
Would you need to make a what?
But I need to make a acrobatics check to try and use my, like... Because I believe I still have my sickles, correct? They're not on my character sheet, but I think they were just...
Yeah, you do still have your sickles. You don't need to make an acrobatics check. What you would need to do is roll a d20 and add your strength or dexterity modifier, because they are versatile, and then your proficiency.
Okay, so... You said roll d20 plus dexterity?
Correct. Alright. Well, that definitely hits. However, you are not on top of the precipice. Only Aralas and Alistair are at the moment. So if you want to climb up to attack the cat, you can definitely do that. Can you see right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to climb like right up here to this ledge.
Ah, okay, I got you. Yeah, go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Okay.
I really hope you make this, because we're going to keep that 20. I didn't know you were there. Okay. We'll say you have advantage. That's my bad. I should have said to wait to roll your attack until you got to the top. But we'll say it works for some reason. And as you get to the top, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 takes you right to the sea cat, or the white cat, should I say. So as you get within this frost cat's vicinity, and you lay into your attacks, go ahead and roll me 1d4.
I guess he wants to talk with the cat. Must be friendly.
So, I didn't mean to attack with my sickle. I meant to climb with my sickle.
Oh, I'm retarded. Okay. With your natural 20, you do climb up the wall in typical Soap McTavish fashion. As you get to the top, just like the beginning of Call of Duty, what do you want to do?
Okay, now that we're up here, I'm going to wild shape Star Archer into that guy.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Alistair, did you roll
I think
for
you need
initiative?
to wild shape first, though.
I rolled for initiative.
What did you get?
I already, yeah,
15.
I did my wild shape.
Okay, that's good. All right, so
I
what?
threw myself on the turn order.
Perfect. What do you want to do with your wild shape?
Archer, I think.
So,
Archer?
yeah,
Okay. Absolutely. So as you guys all watch as the celestial nodes of energy descend from the aurora, have connecting to the joints and vertices of Erlon's cylindrical body, would you like to finish your turn?
does that hit?
Oh, I didn't even know she attacked. Yeah, so as you extend the archer form and attack, loosing a celestial arrow at this cat, an 11 does not hit.
Dang.
As you
Alright,
guys watch
and,
it hitting the ice stalagmites above, ice shards crash into the ground, the crag cat moves side to side.
And that'll be my turn. I'll stay put right where I'm at.
Alright, Aurelos and Alistair, as you guys witness this bolt of energy briefly illuminating the dark cavern ahead, you now realize it's your turn to act. What do you want to do, Alistair?
Wait, first of all, gonna do a matchlock shot.
Nice. Alright. As that shot loosens, you hear some of the bones behind the crag cat rustle as its hair stands up on end. However, a 9 does not hit either.
Alright. Then we are going to do, can you guess, a good old-fashioned Eldritch Cannon. So that's a DC 13 dexterity.
Alright. So as you guys see him extending his arm forward, the crag cat moves away. Alright. A cat creature that does not get advantage on dexterity, it fails with a 9. Go ahead and roll your damage. Woo. Okay, and you did choose Force Ballista, correct?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Should I do the first damage reading or the second?
I think it's this. I don't know what the first one is.
That's your to hit, the bottom one.
Oh, is it?
So top
Okay.
is the damage.
I don't know why I would roll to hit, that's really strange. But okay, as you inflict 15 force damage, a good roll, you guys watch as the visage of the crag cat is shaken. As it blasts back 5 feet, you guys watch as pieces of ice and what look like mildewy pieces of fecal matter descend off the crag cat as it sheds its exterior coat. What else do you want to do?
I'm going to step into this little divot of the wall and kind of lean up against the wall so I'm not in direct line. So I'm a little
Okay.
bit out of the way.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm just gonna sit here and wait. So there's an opening for my team and I'm not directly staring him down. So I am good.
And with that, it is Orly's turn.
Ollie, please, go past him. Orly's got the thing where he can pass beside stuff without getting attacked, because little owl, eagle, the creature type he's got.
Yeah.
What's it
Flyby.
called?
That's
Fly
true.
by. That's the thing. And I'll get him to move because he can do Orly. And you removed me from the turn order. If you want to add me up,
I did?
I had 10 or 11. Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
My-
You know, it's
my
weird.
first
I
one.
see it on the GM screen, but not the player's screen. Yeah, you were 10, 18. So you'll be
Yeah.
after Larry. So where do you want to move Orly?
I'll get him to move. He can move how many squares? I think he's got 40. Oh, 60. How tall is this place in here?
This place, the cavern entrance, is about 15 feet tall just in this very narrow hallway. However, you can see beyond the glow of the will-o-wisp beyond your view that it does open up a little bit more behind the cat.
I'll get him to go 35 here. And I'm gonna ask him if he sees anything else behind. And I think he doesn't, so I'll get him to move back the last 15. And he's gonna be like on the ceiling-ish here.
Okay,
That's
15
right.
feet above. You're not sure if that's outside of the reach of the crag cat, as he has not had a chance to attack yet. However, Larry, it is now your turn.
What do I roll to make it over the cliff?
An athletics check. As Glenn, you are still holding the rope at the bottom that is connected to the harpoon lodged into the cavern wall. And you make it up. Larry, finally, despite your previous struggles, you assail the summit and get to the top of the edge. As you pull yourself up, you see this crag cat at the back of the hallway, readying to attack.
I think I will throw. I'll make a hammer attack. Are they within range?
That depends. What is the range of your hammer?
I think it's 30 feet, but I don't know. I think it can go like. However.
Okay.
I don't think it has a distance, but I'll go ahead and make a hammer attack.
All right. Well, you can't see it where you are. You're kind of around the corner. So if you wanted to make an attack, you could get, I would say, to right here, and then throw your hammer.
Okie dokie.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack. Beautiful. And a 17 hits. As you guys watch the hammer turning end over end in very familiar fashion, it boom hits the crag cat and makes the cavernous walls echo. As the crag cat returns to its form and the hammer returns to your hand, what would you like to do?
Hide like a little baby.
Perfect. If that ends your turn, and that actually is, you have full cover right in that position. We're going to go to Oralas. So, Oralas, it is your turn. Wait.
Can you please add me to the turn order, please?
Yeah, do you notice how it says your turn in the chat?
Yeah, because I rolled initiative without selecting my token first. That's why it doubled, and I did manually and deleted that one.
I see.
I also rolled initiative without clicking my token. I rolled a 2. Just so you know. I don't know if it's in. I don't think it's in the order. Just when
It is not, but I do have it memorized. So, Oralas, what would you like to do as I add you to the turn order?
Thank you, my friend. I will get closer, and seeing that or hearing that this beast is a bit clumsy, I will take some movement. And actually, I will stay here, and I will cast my create bonfire, and hold my concentration. So it's gonna be a big ass bonfire here, and he needs to make a Dex save.
All right.
DC 14.
As you guys watch the fire forming under his feet, and he begins to cough from the smoke that permeates the short hallway, you guys watch as the cat looks down and without even a challenge steps over the fire. He succeeded on his dex.
Should he stay there, he's gonna take the damage again. Should he stay there for the whole turn next time. And that will be my turn. I will move out of the way a bit.
All right.
Yes. I gotta click the thing. Yeah,
Rez,
thank you, sir.
what would you like to do?
Okay. Okay, so what has Rez seen or heard while being down on the boat? And is anyone left on the boat with him?
You've heard 3 explosions, the very familiar sound of a hammer hitting the crag cat, and as you look around, Rez, you do notice Glenn is still with you, holding the rope for you.
Yes.
Okay, Glenn, I really think I could hold this. I don't think I'm going to be much use up there against, something. It sounds like they're fighting a cat up there. So I'll help you, give you a boost. And, I really believe that you will make a difference up there. So give me the rope, and you go make a difference up in that cave. And I'm going to give him an inspiration and take the rope from him, anchoring it to the boat. And
All right.
hopefully, and use my action as the help action to give him advantage on getting up.
Awesome, yeah. And as you take the time to do that, he will have advantage and inspiration. Does that end your turn? Alright, good job, Rez. So, with that very supportive round over, you guys do watch the crag cat, infuriated by the sense of fire, as it quickly looks around, yellow eyes darting back and forth into the darkness. It's going to begin running. As it pushes its very feline-like paws into the snow and pushes off through the opening of the cavern. Does it have to roll dexterity again?
I think since it dodged it, it's fine, I think. I'll double check, but it's 3 damage, so no big.
Alright. As it gets to here, Captain Davies, you are the closest up. It lunges out at you, and as its paws go to hit your shoulders, go ahead and make me a strength saving throw. Alright. As one claw misses in the air, you fall back. You guys now witness, all of you on top, as the crag cat is on top of Alistair. As it does so, it brings down its very heavy paw. Does a 10 hit?
Does not.
Okay. And you are prone now, as it is on top of you. Let me see here. Okay, yeah, even with advantage, that would not hit. So, as that is over, the crag cat has exhausted all of its abilities. It is now Glenn's turn. What would you like to do, Glenn?
First, I'll look back to Rez and say, "You really know how to amp me up on this one. Take the rope," and I hand it to him, and I'm gonna attempt to climb up.
Okay.
So what is this? Like athletics? So
Yeah, make an athletics check, and you also have advantage and inspiration.
Excellent. Okay.
Alright, a 17 works.
Okay. Great. So I guess I'll just put myself up here. And how much movement do I have after going up the rope?
You still have your complete movement.
Complete movement? Okay. So I guess I'll move. I'll just get in the space of this crag cat. Am I standing on top of anybody right now? I can't.
Nope.
Okay, great. And I am going to actually. There's a wall like right there, right?
Yeah, just to your
Right
north and your south. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to use my bonus action to channel divinity and use Fury of the Tides, which as a bonus action I can use my channel divinity for 1 minute once per turn. When I hit a creature, I can choose to push them 10 feet away from me. And if they hit a obstacle or another creature, they take an additional bludgeoning damage equal to my charisma modifier.
That's right. As Alistair, you're caught up in the chaos of the battle. You don't see it. However, Erland, Oralis, and Lara, you witness as he pulls out his double-bladed longsword, double-sided, I should say. Glenn's sword shimmers with seawater as it hits the ground, immediately freezing. Go ahead and make your attack. Okay, well that absolutely hits. As you guys see the shimmering salt water coating the blade begin to brighten in its aura, he brings it overhead and strikes it directly into the crag cat. And as it does so, I believe the crag cat has to make a dexterity save, or does it just work?
I can choose to push it 10 feet.
Okay, would you like to?
I have chosen to push it 10 feet.
Okay. In the chaos, if you haven't used this ability before, and with your new powers from Marthelmore, you smack it in its side. As you do so, it spins off. Go ahead and roll damage.
I did. It's just there. It's a 12 or an 8, whichever one.
Well, no, you rolled it again, so that's not the damage. If you want to do the damage, just click longsword.
My mistake. I always forget how that works.
All good. Nice. 10 slash damage rips a massive swath open as the blood joins the seawater, freezing to the ground. The crag cat is now right here. And off of you, Alistair. Alright. Up next.
I believe that ends my turn.
It does. Up next is Erland, again at the top, not that Erland for whatever reason. What would you like to do? It says it's Orly's turn, but that's not. Yeah, there we go.
Wow, Orly, get the fuck in the back of the line. Jeez.
What would you like to do?
So, the cat is retreating right now, or he's just like kind of hopped off?
Oh no, he was hit with such a massive force that he flew off of
Oh,
Alistair.
okay, cool. Good job, Glenn. All right, hell yeah. So Erlon is going to, excuse me, guys, excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna hop right here, and then he's gonna make another. Oh, where's my mouse at? There it is. I don't like that guy. He's kind of scary. I'm gonna stay back here actually. And then start Archer from there.
Okay. Once again, Glenn, as you're aiding Alistair, a nice bolt of celestial cyan energy flings over your heads. As this crag cat is coiled into the corner of the cavern wall, you see it as it goes to lunge for another attack. The bolt hits it. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Woo!
All right. As that happens, the bolt smacks it in the head, not penetrating the skull, but as it hits the cranium, it shatters in rays of radiant cyan blue energy, and the crag cat is knocked unconscious. As that occurs,
And that's gonna be my turn.
as the crag cat is now unconscious and you guys catch your breath, you see it coiled into the edge of the cavern wall, laying down like a very well-kept fur rug. It is still breathing, yet unconscious.
I'm gonna slip.
Erlond,
Alright, Alistair, as you approach and you unwield the knife, Erlond, you watch as Alistair goes to finish off this crag cat.
excuse me, Alistair, please don't.
You
Why
are
would
the
that
first
be?
to attack it.
Yes,
Now you mean it no
but-
harm?
but I would like to speak with it, even though it is not dead. I want to know, like, what is it was doing here.
Aye, and I'd like that pelt on it.
I'm gonna go over to the edge of like the cliff with the rope that we climbed up and shout for Rez.
It's okay, Rez. Yes, Rez, everything is safe.
It's good now. You should have seen it.
Okay, Alistair.
Killed in one shot. It's crazy.
Rez is gonna struggle up the rope. Clearly, never had to do this in gym class.
Just hold the rope. I'll pull it up.
You know, is that whole thing, and eventually he just reluctantly just ties it around himself and lets Glenn hoist him up.
Glenn, as
We
you
know.
oblige and you hoist him up, he's a little bit lighter than you'd thought he'd be. It looks like that fabulous clothing seems to hide a very gaunt facade. And as you bring him to the top,
Once Rez gets to the top, I'm gonna lock eyes with Rez as I slit the throat of the cat.
Oh, okay. Oh goodness. Oh, okay. So if I,
I'm sure it's nothing.
I'm gonna
Alistair,
proceed to
Alistair,
skin the
come
cat.
on. Let's just get on with it. Come on.
I'm
Okay,
gonna skin the cat. I'm skinning the cat.
okay,
Do
go
we
ahead
have
and make a nature check.
Alistair, that will take at least another hour. What are you doing?
Alistair, its hide is thicker than you thought it would be. And not only thicker, it almost has a sort of magical resistance. You can roll an Arcana check if you'd like to as well.
Okay.
Let me show you how to do it.
Okay, with an Arcana check, you devise that this creature's pelt gives it an advantage against all
damn it.
magical saving throws. Erlond, as you go to cut it as well, you do an even poorer job than Alistair of removing this cat's hide, but you do know it's very valuable, very magical.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
Just to
Uh,
be butcher.
what I would
You know my-
I would like to do here, I have an ability for this. So yeah, I have the right tool for the job. Yeah, I have an ability called the right tool for the job, so I can magically transform any of my artisan's tools I have, which I have plenty. Could I turn them into, say, butcher's tools or hunter's tools, something to give me
Yeah.
advantage for skinning it? Because I believe when I do this,
Yeah.
Good,
Just for
yeah.
everyone's knowledge, it's leatherworking tools or tanner's supplies is what you need. But yeah, you can absolutely do that. And as you utilize that ability, carving it up, I'll say you can take a short rest to completely remove the skin of this creature. As he's doing this, what would the rest of you like to do?
I'm very stealthily hitting my kneecap on the wall here, and then I get in the corner. Do I see anything with my night vision?
Yes, as you push past Alistair, and Alistair, you caught a glimpse of it too. This room is filled with bones. Not only the bones of what look like humanoid creatures, but creatures that are much larger. The skull, for instance, in the center of the room is humanoid, yet 5 feet in radius. You also find a dead fish carcass, very fresh. It's about the size of a human.
I will
While
try
I'm
to see if there's anything of worth in there.
while I'm skinning the cat, I'm gonna pack up some of the meat that gets cut off with it into some of the parchment paper I have, and maybe stuff some bones in my bag, the skull if possible.
Awesome.
Rez is going to start exploring the cave as much as possible.
As you do so, Rez, and you get around the corner, you hear a detached voice. Hey! Who are you?
Oh, what is going on? I get closer until I see something talking because I can't see that well, and I have that little light on my chest. So I'm gonna get closer until I see someone, and I say, "Oh, hello, is there someone there?"
Look, kid, I didn't mean to freak you out, but there's a beast lurking in these caverns. You want to get out of here before he finds you.
Oh, is it a big cat?
Yeah, he's got massive fangs about the size of my finger.
My friends are skinning that at the very moment.
I heard some explosions. You mean you got him?
Oh no, I didn't help. I just held the rope. But no, yes, they killed it.
There's a bonfire on the wall here for everybody to see properly.
As the fire appears, like within a nice light radius, you guys look in and can now see this fellow. Very wide, comical ears, which are set beneath a very thin layer of balding black hair. He looks at you guys. So, you guys members of the Fighters Guild?
We're friends.
Ah, well, and you probably heard of Imdra, huh? Captain back in East Haven?
Lovely
Oh
hat.
yes, that is who sent us here.
Yeah, me too, actually. I was sent out here to find the Fighters Guild, and well, looks like I chose the wrong cavern. Eesh.
This is a fighters guild of sorts, I'm sure.
How
Just-
long have you been stuck down here, sir?
Oh, 1, 2 weeks. I've been
And that thing has you.
it's a strange beast. It had like a personality almost. If I kept catching those fish for it, it was like smart enough to know not to kill me. Real strange.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Did we get your name?
Oh no, I'm Ned. Shake Shaft. He puts out his hand. Pleasure to meet you, Mr.
Oh, just Rez.
Nice to meet you. Say, you're a bard?
Oh yes, how could you tell?
Yeah, I had a friend who used to work at the White Lady, named Ronaldo. I thought maybe you heard of him.
Oh yes. Didn't he rip you guys off or something?
Me? No. Will you rip
Oh,
you
not
guys
you.
off?
I say that to the rest of the party. That last part was addressed to the rest of the party.
Yes, he did.
Stole 50 of me.
50 gold.
He never ripped my pants, but I recall the party got mad about something.
What kind of thumbsucker walks into a city with 50 gold? You ever heard of a bank?
I like to keep my shinies on me.
Fair enough. But you gotta keep your eye out, little miss. You never know who's gonna be wanting a shiny for themselves.
Trust the local banks.
You probably off pretty good. Back in the day, that's always the kind of locale we would hit, you know? local banks. Say,
Are you going to ask if I'm a bod?
no way, kid. You got that stench about you.
Glenn
That's fair. That's
has
fair.
a lovely singing voice. He joins in with me sometimes. He's actually
Ah!
very not now.
Say, as he kind of looks around, you kind of strike me as a sailor, but I've never seen you around East Haven before.
Not my usual port.
I see. Well, if you guys are here, you obviously need something to do. I'll get out of your hair. And about that time, he picks himself out of the snow, dusts himself off.
You could come with us and help us fight the snow hag.
Help you? You know what's in these caves, son?
Yeah, snow hag somewhere.
That's right. I thought I was up for the task until I ran into that cat. I'll tell you this.
So you are not alone.
Yeah, I'll go with you guys, but I don't know how much help I'll be.
Can you
It's
swing a
okay.
sword?
Fair enough.
This is in you anyway.
They let me in.
Alright. Well, I did a little exploring before I wandered in here. There's 2 more caverns to our north, but they're each pretty tall, 30 feet high.
I think we get some gold if we save his skin. So make sure he's in the back somewhere. I'm checking the bones at the same time in here for investigation 12 if I find anything nice.
Most of the bones are very massive, of you would consider giant proportion. However, what bones are there that are fresh are either human or bones of fish-like creatures which still have a little bit of meat attached to them. As a matter of fact, Resglin and Erlond, you find a lot of those fish bones with meat attached around Ned.
Okay, so no value. Is there any way to go to the other caverns from in here, like hidden passages or any little craters or something?
Well, the top 2 caverns connect together. I didn't get to search them all the way, but to the south, the ocean flows into the cavern is actually frozen. We could walk on the frozen water and maybe search that way, but nope, no hidden passages or secret tunnels.
Do you have any weapons on you for this trip we're about to take?
I got my pickaxe.
Hold on, I've got something a bit more suited.
Aralis, you could send Orly into one of the other caverns and figure out which one the sea hag is in.
If there's a source of light, of course. If
Oh.
not, Orly is...
I pick up my very expensive necklace that Alistair has imbued with the light, and I come up to Orly, who I assume is sitting on your shoulder or something.
Are you telling me that you want my belt to get shot? Because that's like carrying a danger necklace.
No, he will be able to see.
So if he goes 50 feet per 6 seconds, and he has a necklace that gives him 5 feet of sight, when he sees things, does he still hit the wall?
This is like a fucking riddle. Yeah.
By my calculations, he will get killed.
You're right.
So
actually. Very
I will
dangerous.
go carefully
Okay,
without.
I put the necklace back on.
Alistair
Thank you so
finishing,
much.
Alistair finishing packing up the cat, stuffing the skull in the bag. He's gonna walk up. Hey, your bird needs help seeing.
No,
Yes.
no, you can't.
But I'm afraid of what you're gonna offer. You've got that grin.
I mean, say we could get the bird to see. Do we have a plan?
Well, first we need to figure out which of these other caves has the ice hag.
I
'Cause
I'd
can
say-
make a stone glow with and we throw it.
I say we take the path that's frozen over from the sea, since we're looking for a sea hag. Probably the one that connects to the sea is where a sea hag might be.
That's a good
Logical.
idea. That guy makes a lot of sense.
That does make a lot of sense.
I'm still
Nope.
wiping blood off of my hands with the snow.
I vote we go to the other cave because you have to look up high to see it, and sea hags like sight. They like to see. So if they like probably a view, so they're probably in the higher cave.
That's a good idea.
Hey, how about
too.
you go on your own?
My friend Erland, before we go, what do you know of the nature of those fish? This one creature here. Is there anything we could learn from this? It seems to be a different fish than what we see normally.
Erland, you know much about the Locatha species. As a matter of fact, they used to be abundant members of the Dale Lands community. You remember, as a young boy, the tribesfolk would actually trade with the Locatha. They are a sentient species of fish-like humanoids that have actually been under the slavery of different evil underwater fish species for years. As a matter of fact, they've only recently liberated themselves.
Erland, that's very nice to know. You are very knowledgeable of things. I will search it. Does it have any clothing and pockets?
No. As a matter of fact, it doesn't possess anything other than just the scales on its body.
Then I will not search anywhere in there, and I will keep going outside.
Alright. As you guys are going outside, you
Well,
pass by...
Everything has a meat pocket.
Yes, that's why I'm not searching for it.
As you guys...
Oh my gosh.
As you guys retrack your steps outside of the cavern, you pass by that same nodule of light, that will-o-wisp that Erlon told you about, as it begins following you.
Well, we've made a friend.
I'm going to investigate this will-o-wisp. I want to get really close to it and look at it. Not touch it, but like,
Sure.
just look at it.
I don't reckon this is a friend we want.
Yeah, go ahead and make me an investigation check there, Mr. Rez. So yeah, you do see now closer, you can kind of tell what Erlon was talking about. They float around areas where very violent and formidable creatures lurk. However, as you look at it, you do suspect it could pack a punch. In that very bright light, you do see small wisp of electricity and static shock that kind of keeps its spherical form bound together.
In plain sight of everyone, Rez is going to slowly pick his finger up and get close to touching it.
I wouldn't.
He's gotta
do
learn.
that.
He's gotta learn.
Because no one stops me,
Rez,
I poke it.
Bzzz. As you poke it, Rez, go ahead and make me... You know, you did poke it, so there's really no throw you can do, if I'm being really clear here. A 21 hits, and you did touch it. As it shocks you, you take 7 points of shock damage.
Uh-oh.
Next time, try with your pecker.
Nah, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I've heard bad stories.
So Orly goes on
Ow!
to the entrance.
Ah!
And
I
behind.
tried to warn you.
As
so
Orly looks
do
down
you
the
see
cavern,
anything?
it can see 2 different passages. As a matter of fact, Orly does have dark vision, no?
he does
Yeah.
not. Does
Oh.
a whole...
He does not, then unfortunately he can't see anything.
Owls should have dark vision, being as how they're nocturnal. But that might be one of those things in D&D that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't say so.
Oh, he does have it. Hold on. 120 feet.
Oh,
He
yeah,
does.
yeah, so he's good. By the way, I don't know if you guys could tell, but Alistair was about to put his glasses on the owl.
No, I had a different idea, but I decided.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, anyways, as you look through the eyes of your attuned familiar, Aurelas, you can see that the path ahead splits into 2 different paths.
And we don't see anything moving or living so far.
Nope. Exactly what you see on your screen is what Orly sees.
Okay. So I can have him telepathically go all the way to 120. So I'll have him scout just a bit. Stealthily, as an owl can be.
Alright, as Aurelas is still attuning to his arcanic attunement with
As
this
this is
familiar.
happening, I'm feeding Tiger.
What are you feeding it?
a ration.
All right, as it eats the ration, it's kind of doing so complacently, gnawing at it, but then you see its eyes transfix, its nostrils flare, and then it locks on to the skinned corpse of the crag cat and begins running. As
What is
makes-
it, Ollie?
Uh,
Sorry, go ahead.
and I'll just like run over and like pet him and let him eat.
There you go. As it's feasting into the crag cat, you can see its yeti fur begin to become stained with red blood. But as it begins feasting away, you do see it growing. As a matter of fact, the rest of you who haven't seen Tiger in a while notice that he's about 6 inches taller, 2 feet tall.
Oh, hey, Erland, that thing's getting pretty big. How is the training?
It's going pretty well. We go fetch every morning, and while you guys finish your long rests, I go out and play with him for a while, and it's nice.
Oralas, as you get to that fork in the road with Orly and you attune with it once again, you can see that just north of Orly there is a very faintly transparent barrier that blocks him off from the easternmost passage right here.
So, my friends, Ollie is telling me that there's the cavern goes about, I would say, a good 100 feet to the east above us. And then there's another passageway, I would say 100 feet northeast again. So there's those two ways. I think this should be something we should investigate, but it's safe to enter.
Which one of it is the frozen passage?
I think it's the one here.
Seawalker?
Oh yeah, there's the two up that Yalfrin's looking at are the ones that are connected to the snow. But like I said, the mayor, the lock that we're on is frozen, and we could use that frozen water to walk on by.
Is it to go south of here, the frozen thing?
Yeah, but I don't really know what's over there. Could be nothing.
Okay, if you guys want to check it out, I'm gonna ask Ollie to do so.
That's a
Hey,
good
it's in
idea.
the bird.
Yeah. That's a nice boat you guys got too, as he kicks his shoe and looks at the skiff below you.
So, guys, Ollie tells me that the boat could go farther in the South River, like another good 200 feet south of us. It seems to be bending ahead, so we could be safe to go on the boat.
However,
I think-
as Orly continues, you're staring at a precipice of ice. Right here seems to be the point at which the ice becomes too darkened by the cavern walls to render into its liquid form and is frozen.
And it's going down?
Yes, as a matter of fact, the waterfall descends 20 feet and is frozen as well.
So this is all frozen water.
Yes. And as Orly's looking around and you're using your eyes to look through Orly's, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Of course.
As you look through Orly's eyes and you strain, you see a movement beneath the water. Not the frozen portion, but the liquid part. As this movement flows beneath the waves, Ralas, it goes up the frozen waterfall and disappears.
Okay, I will relate that to the friends. So we could go right on the ice, and if I don't make any bonfire, we should be good to go. It seems to be quite a long way.
So there's a sea monster now?
Well, no, the water is frozen. Everything is fine, I think.
No, but didn't you say that there was an area where there was, like, just regular, just cold water, and there was, a giant thing in it?
Yeah, maybe. It's a bit unclear, but maybe.
Sea
don't see
monster.
any
Can you
other way.
know what the sea hag looks like? Could it be a giant thing in cold water?
You've never seen a sea hag before?
Imja did tell us not to look into its
Maybe I have, but
when she's in her final form, or her actual true form, or whatever.
That
which
is-
one is the sea hag?
The sea hag is like a normal hag, but it's all bluish and its hair's made out of seaweed and it stinks. No offense.
You may
doesn't
find her.
mind.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe Helen, you're gonna like her. She has a lot in common with you.
Oh yeah. Look, I don't got anything with people with blue skin. It's just the hags, okay?
Okay. If you guys think it is the best idea, I can go ahead, and if there's anything trying to bite my ankles, I should be able to jump off. Maybe.
I think the
Okay.
passage with the sea is the best bet for finding a sea hag.
But didn't you also say there was a path where something was blocking your path?
Yes, there's a bit of a. I think we could cross it though. We could climb it, correct?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
ice pick?
The barrier that you saw wasn't so much ice. It seemed to be magical in origin, Aurelas, and that is to the northern cabin.
Yes.
So it
Now
would
that
seem to
excites
me
me.
that would be the way to go to find the sea hag, because she's probably, closed herself in.
Don't we also know about the treasure that's out this way?
That is true. That could be where the
A
treasure is.
magical treasure? I bet that's where that is, and the sea hag's where the sea path is.
Shiny treasure.
Now, you guys talking
so-
about a treasure, you're not talking about the White
No, no.
Lady's bounty, are you?
No, we're not talking about any things that would concern you. Anyways, no. So okay, so let's go
White
to
treasure.
the sea path and check that out. I'm with Alistair on this one.
Then we can climb up and try the other path when we're done.
I think it could connect as well. Orly told me that boats seem to be going very far deep, so maybe they're connected. He's a good bird.
So do we have to climb back down to go into this path?
As a matter of fact, you would. But to go to any path, you're gonna have to climb back down.
So we still have the rope and grappling hook. Could I use my payton? I think that's how you pronounce it. The little things you stick into the wall that helps climbers.
It's a piton.
That's right.
Piton. A piton. Could I use my piton to maybe give myself some advantage climbing back down?
Yeah, one piton isn't gonna cut it though, because there's a 20 feet drop. I'd say you need to use at least 3.
Okay. I've got 2. I could make one. I've got enough metal. I could make some more.
That is true, but without a furnace or anything like that, I guess you could use your tinkerer's tools to fashion a rudimentary one.
Could the rope with one piton, could the rope give us advantage if we tie knots each 6 feet section?
I'll say that through the rope descending down and the pitons, you guys inevitably find your way back to the boat.
I can take this rope down the good way, and I will hold it for us.
That's right. However, the last person down does need to take the rope with them if you wish to save it.
Oh, we
I'll
I'll
can
be
leave
the
it
last
here.
to go down.
You'll do it?
Yeah, it's my
Okay.
rope. It's my
Appreciate it.
harpoon too. I kind of want the harpoon back.
Gotcha.
All right. If I'm seeing the order correctly, as Larry goes down and Aralas, Ned stands up. All right. Well, here goes nothing, and he slides down, ending up in the boat too. As everyone inevitably goes.
When we reach the bottom, I have just a little quick point of order. I'm going to touch Rez on the shoulder, give him a quick 7 points from my lay on hands.
Nice.
Let's use that as a learning opportunity from this point forward.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna I have a mace on like my hip somewhere. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna give it to, what's this dude's name? Ned?
Yep.
Ned. I'm gonna give it to Ned. This may fare a bit better than your pickaxe.
Ah, so you're one of those sailors, huh? He takes the hammer from you. Not bad.
Keep an extra
So-
on me.
Did I slide down and hurt myself with 9 acrobatics?
Oh, you're all good. No acrobatics needed, but since you rolled an 11, you made it look extremely effortless.
Erland is gonna be is gonna have Tiger on a leash for majority of the time now. Unless we're trying to be stealth, then he'll keep him kind of on his back.
Okay. Yeah, and as you guys all finally get onto that
Oh,
boat, Alistair...
Okay, your guys are going this way. I
Yeah, yeah.
thought we were going the other way.
No, you're going the right way, but I need to move the boat first. So, Alistair, as you are the last one down, would you like to remove the harpoon and the rope?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you take him with you, get everything bundled up. Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check, since you are climbing down without the use of the rope. All right. Well, with the pitons you make it, but as you get to the bottom, you do stumble and trip your way finally into the boat. As you guys are all together now, Oralas, were you wanting to travel on foot?
Yes, I think I will act as a human elven bait. And,
Okay.
if there's anything, do I remember the location of what I could have seen?
Yeah, that shimmering blue and green light that was traveling beneath the water. You do suspect it to be this way. However, you can't quite get there on foot. That area of land between the edge and the water is just the sloping mountainside. So you're not going to travel on foot as much as you are going to be able to climb. Do you still want to go ahead?
If you say it's a bit risky, I'll get on
It
the
is.
boat all the way until we are safe to, and I'll get and walk ahead if I can.
All right. As the group of you guys are now traveling in the boat, who wants to commandeer the back rudder?
I'll do it.
Captain it.
He'll do it.
Or Glenn. Whichever.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Alright, I'll stand with Glenn.
Glenn, as you do it, go ahead and roll me a d20, and since you are proficient in water vehicles, go ahead and add 2 to the roll. So a d20 plus 2. All right. As Glenn pushes the back rudder off, he pushes it to the side, and you guys watch as it breaks into a piece of ice, the rudder shattering against his strength. It's not broken, but it's definitely not a clean departure.
It's been a while since
just
I've
gonna
had to
stare at Glenn.
maneuver.
As you guys push off,
I'm used to bigger boats. Is the problem?
the skiff begins to crunch its way into the side of the coast. You guys watch as it hits every icy precipice on the way to the mouth. And as it gets to here, it even stretches the sides. You guys all hear a...
Wow, you were so bad that the boat left us behind. Look at that.
What Yellow didn't say.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys all get there now. It makes the sound... Finally, as you turn the corner, the sound of nails on a chalkboard cease, and the ship is finally just touching the surface of the water.
Smooth sailing from here on out.
Now,
fellas.
as you are finally in control of it, Glenn, where do you want to position it?
Where do I want to position it? How was about? Let's just. Can't see a ton, so I'm just gonna scoot.
Yeah, you guys are on the boat, so it's wherever you'd like to be.
All right, well then I'm just gonna start moving down the dam.
Yeah, just pick a point where you want to stop.
I can't tell. Are there any points where I can like see any like caves or anything?
Yeah, that edge right there, that edge right in front of you, that's where the
Yeah.
liquid water stops.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I guess I'll just park the boat like over here where I'm at.
All right. As you guys are still on the boat without much choice of where to go, everybody put your tokens over there. And everybody, go ahead and roll me perception.
Woo.
Oh, sorry, Larry. Threw you in the water there.
Only as a crit.
It does indeed. And as Orly is higher, Orly can actually see down to the right, there's another passage right before Orly. However, Oralas and Larry, actually, no one else sees this except for Orly and Alistair. Orly and Alistair see beneath the ice that same moving, shadowy mass collects at the edge of the waterfall and then descends. As you see this flash of green and blue, almost archonic entity as it flows down the frozen waterfall, Alistair and Oralas, what do you guys want to do?
I will scream. I think there's something below us. I think we need to jump down the boat. Ollie tells me.
We need to abandon ship. Rez jumps off into the water. No, just kidding. He jumps off onto the ice.
Okay. Well, the ice is 20 feet above you, connected to the waterfall.
Damn, never.
I'll do my harpoon trick again with the
Yes.
cannon.
Great idea.
As he extends it and the harpoon hits in the wall, once again, roll to hit, just like last time.
What did I roll last time?
Just a d20 plus your proficiency and your dexterity modifier.
Okay. Let me check those real quick. Okay.
As this happens, whoop, and go ahead and roll.
Could Erlond tie a rope to the spear that he has and try and spear like ice up on the land?
Yeah, you can do that. How long's your rope?
Rope. We got 10 pounds of it.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll say it's 50-foot rope.
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. So I need to make a spear.
Yep. And this is going to be with your dexterity modifier, and not your
So-
strength. So
+2.
instead of being -2, what's your dexterity?
+2.
+2. Okay, then that is a 12, and that succeeds. Where do you guys want to put your ropes? Just point on the screen.
I want to go somewhere up here.
Okay, so your
I'll
rope's over
go
there.
Over here.
All right, there's 2 ropes hanging down. As they descend and you guys watch both of your allies throw their projectiles off, you watch as the waterfall ice begins to crack. As it cracks, you guys see various spider-like fragments and fractures going up the waterfall. As
So
that happens.
Climb.
because the river is flowing like from this to this, it's flowing that way.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tie my rope onto the front portion, and then like make the climb on the rope to where my rope landed.
All right. As soon as you have enough time to tie it to the bow stem, you begin tying it around this hook on the front of the skiff. As you finally get it, Erlon, as it finally gets taut, the fractures cease, and the waterfall gives way. As all this water and ice flows off, those of you on the boat feel it begin to shake, and as it finally rests, everyone go ahead and roll me initiative. Not bad.
Good
Okay.
initiative today.
Absolutely. I'm gonna get that sorted. And as I do, you guys look around. Aralas got a 10 again. Aralas, you've rolled the same initiative 3 times in a row. That's fucking crazy.
Am I like mid climb right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just like dangling from this rope.
Yeah, it was really chaotic for you as all that ice burst out. Let me get the initiative order set really quick. Erlon, you rolled an 18. Alistair, what'd you roll?
20.
20.
Thank you for that. 15. God damn, this is good initiative. Morales with his 10. Okay.
Glenn got 13. Larry got 17.
That's right.
Thank God.
As this happens and the ship finally rests in its place, you guys see the water itself begin to grow and enlarge. As it comes up, unfortunately, right beneath you, Erland, you guys see this massive water-like entity begin to take shape. As it looks around, forming a mouth itself, and is going to go ahead and roll me initiative as well. Alright. Now that it's in the chart,
Now we're fighting the water. Great.
now that it's
It's
out,
okay. I'm from the water. It's fine. It's fine.
I think you're at the top, Alistair. What do you want to do?
Hello,
Oh,
my.
geez. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just go with the tried and true. Although this time I'm going to move down here to the front. So I'm a bit closer. And I'm going to take a shot with my blunderbuss.
Okay.
Goodness.
Wow. Well, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Dangling from a rope.
Whew. Oh, just the 8. Unfortunately, he's not quite flanking. As you hit it, you see the bullet go in a bit of water, split out on the other side. The water weird turns around and looks at you, but still very much conscious. What do you want to do?
Okay. For my bonus action, I'm going to cast. Let me make sure that will work real quick. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Elrond.
Whew. Erland, as you are still in the fetal position, clinging to the rope, you feel a sense of rejuvenation and confidence overwhelm your form.
All right.
And
else?
then I'm going to move back to the back of the boat, and that will be my turn.
Alright, as you move from the back of the boat, you are inside of his physical range. As you go out from the water weird, you feel a bit of water grab you. As it slings around you, your arms are bound. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw, please, Alistair.
Alright.
He's doing this with his opportunity. As you fail, you guys all watch as Alistair's head hits the deck, and he begins being brought into the water. As you do so, it picks you up one last time and slashes you against the wall. You take a total of 14 points of bludgeoning damage, Alistair.
Okay.
And your body is currently being brought to the bottom of the water with the water weird as it still has its grip on you. Erland, you witness all of this. What do you want to do?
So I'm going to climb to right here where my spear is in the side of the mountain,
Okay.
and y'all will see me hang down and then Star Archer form again and attack Star Archer
Alright, go ahead.
from the rope. Let's see.
Whew, you know that it's roll for damage. Nice, 11 points. You watch the arrow not explode on impact, but actually burn and evaporate points of the water as it comes into contact. You watch as its form shakes and shimmers.
And, Captain, can you please come out of the water? It would really help us right now.
Alright, and with that, you take 7 points of healing from Healing Word. You don't hear the word, but you do feel it as you regain the hit points, Alistair.
And, that will end my turn.
Alright, 7 hit points go to Alistair. Larry, what do you want to do?
I suppose I'm going to attack it. If I were to do that, would it could it hurt the person that it has right now?
No, it's not its turn, and since it used its reaction, messing with Alistair, you should be scot-free.
Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead with my hammer.
Alright, yeah. If it's not broke, why fix it? Alright. Boom, boom, boom. You watch as the hammer arcs towards the water weird, and then a hole opens up in its body. As it extends, the hammer flies through it and back out, completely missing the target.
Dang. Okay. Then I'm gonna hand it off to my my teammates and my turn there.
Okay. Aralas, what would you like to do?
I believe this is going to shit, and I need to do something to help my friends. So I will bonus action blade song. I will start humming my shit, and I will get advantage on Dex. Tell me, if I was to jump off the ship and like sidestep onto the frozen water, could I try to climb it like a monk would walk on a wall like 1-2 step and then go back up?
It'd be almost impossible, but thanks to you, Alistair has left you a nice rope hanging down the left side.
Then I will use the easy way.
There's
And,
also a rope leading right to him.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a rope going straight north from you and a rope going straight east.
And this is water. This is liquid.
Oh yes, a water form that is now arcing out, almost like a giant wave that refuses to crash.
And it is big enough to reach that place, correct?
Oh yeah.
Then could I instead run, because I have a shit ton of movement? I would like to run and jump on his body and jump on the thing here.
You definitely have enough, but you will need to make an athletics check to get to the top.
Could that be acrobatics by any chance? I can do the two and we average it out.
Unfortunately not, because it is 20 feet. If it was 10 feet, you might be able to do some crazy flip, but 20 feet is just too tall.
Shit. Because I would really want to end up here. So I'll use the rope. So
Yeah.
that's athletics with advantage.
Nope. Just athletics.
The rope doesn't give
Yeah,
advantage. no?
the rope's hanging off and getting blown by the water. The only reason it got advantage before is because Glenn was holding it.
I see. Okay, I'll fuck it. Okay, I'll try. It's not a good thing.
As you still grab it, you haven't let go, but your feet touch the water. As you do so, you feel that ice shoot up, but you can climb it. As you continue to climb, you get to right here, and you make it out on top, but you've spent 20 feet of your movement just getting there.
Okay, so I have 30 feet of movement. So my plan is to go here with 15 and scream at the beast.
You use 20 feet, so when you get here, you only have 10.
Well, I have 40 when I blade song.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, you've got 20.
Alright, so I'll get in his face and I will scream as loud as I can with my big ass performance. And I will say, hit me, and I will cast as my action. Did I use my action with the hope?
Nah, I will say it's your movement.
And I will cast mirror image. So there's gonna be 4 of me, and I'm shouting, I'm screaming, and I'm shaking, and that's my turn.
Alright, Rez, as you watch this massive wave turn its trajectory from Alistair, who it's drowning, up to Erland, it's not looking at you. What would you like to do?
I saw Alistair go into the water and he hasn't come out yet, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Hammered Dulcimer comes off, jacket comes off, and I dive into the water to get Alistair.
Wow. Oh, goodness. And you guys are both in that cold water.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, as you look under the waves, Rez, you can see that Alistair is possessed by some current, which is only brought on his body. As you see him getting thrashed around, what do you want to do?
I have that light on my necklace as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to grab his hand, like reach out my hand and grab him, and try to pull him out.
All right. As you swim to him, Alistair, with one eye open, you can barely see the light of Rez through the chaos. Go ahead and make me an athletics check, Rez.
No.
All right. As the water weird is just too strong, it rips Alistair from your grasp and continues to drown him.
Blubbling and burbling, I'm gonna swim back up to the top and fuck, I don't know. While I was down there, I would have given. Okay, while I'm down there, okay, yeah, okay. So while I'm down there, I just look at Alistair and I give him an inspiration with a look, you know.
Yeah.
Angel look.
Okay. It's
Totally.
okay.
What is your Constitution modifier? Because remember, Alistair. Oh no, wait. You inspired Glenn last time. Okay, so Alistair's inspired, but what is your Constitution modifier, Rez?
I believe it's a 1, but let me double check that.
This is very important.
Yes, it is just a 1.
Whew, thank God for you. If it was a 0, you would be doing con saves right now. But since it's not, you can barely form the breath in your mouth as you breach again. The water is icy cold.
Yeah, and I'm gonna end my turn as I'm like at the surface, having just given a bardic inspiration to Captain Davies.
There you go, Captain Davies. Up next, Glenn. Still with your inspiration, armed with your very lovely enchanted sword. What do you want to do?
So the water weird has a hold of Alistair, right? He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
holding him under the water.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to cast command on it. And that's a wisdom saving throw, and I'm just going to say drop.
Okay.
It's the only one word that I can use.
Sure.
Wisdom saving throw against my spell save DC, which is a 11. It's not very good.
Alright, let's see here. Is this a charming spell? Does it charm it?
That's a good question. Let me take a look at it. Speak a one word command within. I don't see anything about it directly saying it's a charm.
Okay.
If it doesn't understand my language, let's see. The spell has no effect. The target is undead. If it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it.
Unfortunately, it does not speak common.
I should have thought about that. I don't know why I thought a water weird would speak my language.
You should have made the.
Oh my god, for you. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's like all I have. I think that's my turn.
Alright. If your turn is over, the water weird's turn is up next. As Oralas's performance was too much, it picks up Captain Davies out of the water. As you watch Captain Davies racked, covered in this water weird's tentacle-like pseudopod. Alistair's hat is still on his head as the water weird brings him down to the surface. You take another 1 point of bludgeoning damage as it throws you back to the boat, Alistair. The boat shaking as it does so, and it's going to look up at you, Oralas. As it brings forth those 2 pseudopods, they're going to wrap around you. Alistair, go ahead. Oh, sorry, Oralas. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
My dex. Okay. Blade singing. I have advantage.
Oh my goodness. As the pseudopod goes around you, you guys all watch Oralas trying to make as much noise as possible, suddenly go into a very crisp and narrow mindset. As his eyebrows furrow, he jumps, vaulting both tentacles as they miss him completely, and the water weird ends its turn. Orly's turn, what does he do?
Ollie, stay there and scream if there's anything coming at us from behind.
Alright,
That's his job.
it will be Alistair's turn, but before that I forgot about something important. Ned is going to run forward on Glenn's turn. You have one of these! He's going to leer out with his hammer. He misses.
We're at it.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Good attitude, though. I love his spirit.
Alistair while it sinks to the bottom.
It's all about perspective.
Oh, sorry, Alistair, it's your turn. Not Erland, it's your turn, Alistair.
Am I still down in the water?
Nope,
With this
the water weird brought you up and threw you back in the ship just so it could fuck with Aurelas.
Damn. It's gonna have some fun with that. Alright,
What's your constitution modifier?
my constitution modifier is 2.
Okay, you're okay?
Okay. I'm gonna... Unsatisfied, I'm running back up to the boat. So this thing's like a big thing of water, right?
Yeah, basically just a massive tidal wave with a mouth that is formed magically and 2 eyes. It almost has a pair of water-like whiskers that flow off on the sides as well.
Okay. Okay. Alistair doesn't like being manhandled like that. So what he would like to do, maybe foolishly, is he's going to dive at the water weird. And when he gets to it, cast Thunder Wave.
Alright, you can absolutely do that, but as this turn actually begins your second minute of being in the water, go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Is this for taking cold damage?
No, just from being in cold water. Especially water this cold, it has some bad effects. Alright, and you succeed. You are fine for now. He's going to go ahead with his saving throw. And he succeeds. Does he take half damage on a success?
I believe so. Let me double check. Pulling it back up. On a failed save, on a successful wave, the creature takes half as much damage.
Thank God. Taking 4 damage. Where exactly, if you want to show us with your token, where exactly was Alistair when the Thunder Wave was detonated?
I just dove off the boat at him.
Alright. 15-foot cube. Rez, go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw. Alright. Rez, as you are saved, you are affected by the thunder damage, no less. Go ahead and roll. Or actually, yeah, you sustain 4 points of thunder damage, Rez. Don't worry about it, that's just a boo-boo. Erland, it is now your turn.
Alright. So, I'm going to... So, do I have an advantage, right? Because he's turned around.
That is correct.
So, I'm going to cast Moonbeam right here.
Ooh.
Con save.
If I'm not mistaken, it just hits him. I think you need to make the save if you take damage, right?
No, it's a con save, and on a failed save, you take half the damage.
Alright, well it failed, so it takes all the damage. As you guys watch this radiant beam of starlight energy whoop, detonate right on this creature.
And I'm trying just to roll for damage. I can't click that one. Give me just a second. I don't know why I can't click.
Nice.
Click
What level are you casting this at?
it. 2.
Oh, okay,
it should be- it's 2d10. I was just trying to re-roll it to get it to...
the first one was 2d10, and it rolled 2 2s.
Oh, that is the damage.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry about that.
All good, all good. Up next. Wait, is that in your turn? I should ask that first.
I still have a bonus action, correct?
Yep, and your movement.
Okay, so with my movement, I'm going to hoist myself over into the water, like over here.
Right on top of the ice over there.
Yeah. And then I'm going to let's see. How far range do I have with Healing Word? The creature of your choice that I can see. Okay, so can I see Captain Davies from here?
You cannot. He's under the water currently. Well, he came back to the shore, so you're actually on the boat, aren't you, Zach?
No, I dove off at it.
Oh, you're still in there. Okay, yeah, he's under the
I
water.
dove off the boat after it.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Is there
mad.
anybody damaged that I can see within range?
Anyone damaged that you can see within range. Rez is somewhat hurt. So's Larry.
Rez, you're awfully close to battle. I hope you feel better. Okay, I hope you do better. You're a great guy. You help everybody so much. Here. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Oh, thank you.
Interrupting this very lovely moment between two friends. You see the water weird flare up again as it continues to try to strike Auralas, but he is just too dexterous. And it is now Larry's turn.
You get 6 points of healing there.
Oh yeah, you get yeah.
Seeing as my hammer just ate shit last time, I'm going to use my crossbow instead.
Okay. All right. That hits. As you take a moment, Larry, you manage to block out all the confusion, all the noise as you focus. As you loose the arrow, it strikes him right on the snout, right where that magical maw is, and you hear this figure as it turns around. You don't inflict 6 damage, Larry. You actually inflict a total of 11 points of piercing damage with our homebrewed critical strike.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Alright. As the bolt, unfortunately, is destroyed as it finally brings its mouth closed, what else do you want to do?
That'll end my turn.
Alright. Oralas, continuing your dance, your insane escapade. The water weird doesn't look like it's going to give you another chance. What do you want to do?
I will stay there because I feel it's dragging its attention. I will scream again like a girl, and I will ask it, what do we say to the god of death? And as it's not understanding what I say, well, it's easy, it's fuck you, and I'm gonna swing my swords at it.
Terrific.
So
That hits.
Bane for 7 damage,
As
and
it's-
my
Nice. Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead. Go ahead.
and my offhand is gonna be taking the other short sword and going at it for just 3 damage.
Oh, a 13. That
Does it
hits.
hit? Oh yeah, okay, so 3.
Alright. As it narrows down to you after getting struck in the face by Larry, it goes to bite at you, and as you do, you just smack it with the broadside of the sword and then counter with your short saber. It's a very, very hurt water weird. Rez, your turn. You saw Alistair jump in and really haven't seen him since.
Fuck, man. I don't know. There's like nothing I can do right now. I'm literally just a sitting duck in here. I have no offensive spells, and all of my spells are meant for like group enemies. So I'll cast Bane on it.
I should remind you, you can still cast Bane if you would like. You are currently on the bow of the ship, and the water weird is a creature that has a 10-foot diameter. So you could tiptoe on the tip of the ship, bring out your rapier, and just barely stab it if you wanted to.
I'm still in the water from when I dove in. I never got a chance to get out of the water.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
I just swam up next to the ship. So this turn, I'm gonna try to get in the ship.
That's my bad. I thought you were out of the water the whole time. Let's see
so I'm
here.
gonna try to get in the ship and then cast Bane on it.
Okay. If you got into the ship first, you narrowly saved yourself, though you were frigidly cold. As you cast Bane on it, let's see what it does. Alright, it succeeds.
Sidebar. This campaign is after you, Alistair.
I promise, he's just always in the worst place at the worst time. And as you pull yourself up, Rez, you can only think of what's happening to Alistair as you can't see him currently. So then your turn. I'll assume it does, and we'll go to Glenn.
Yeah.
Glenn, what do you want to do?
After casting a spell that didn't do a whole lot for me, I'm just gonna take out my heavy crossbow and just take a shot at the fella there.
Nice! That hits.
Excellent. Roll damage for it. 6.
As you fling the massive crossbow bolt into the water weird. How do you want to do this?
Excellent. Okay. So after like all of the other cool things that people have done to the water weird, I like to think that it's just like I like thrashing around or like very slowly sludging, and then I just like pull up my crossbow and just like, and it's just like very anticlimactic. And that's just kind of where I land on that.
And my 4 mirror images are
Well.
gonna do fuck yous as it's falling away.
And as this water starts to drop, Erlon notices that it died, so he's gonna run and kind of just jump off and swan dive into the water down here to get Alistair.
As you dive in and all the sound is blocked out by the presence of the water, you do find Alistair frigidly cold, but alive and moving.
And
will
I'm gonna
hold the
pull him
hope.
up to the top.
I will hold the rope to my best of my abilities, maybe using my sword as a pike in the ground to hold my ground the best.
Okay. As you
And I'm
finally...
gonna try and use my swim ability to kind of hoist myself out of the water to where I can get his body out first, towards Erlos.
Alright. Erlas, which rope are you attempting to use? Because there's two.
There's one on this side of here, I think.
Yeah,
That's
it-
straight up.
Yeah, as you stretch it over, because the harpoon is connected to here, that means 5, 10, 15 feet are blocked. The rope doesn't connect to the water, but just hangs an inch above it.
So they could grab it.
They could. Do you guys want to grab the rope?
Yes.
As you guys been climbing up, Ned kind of looks over the ship. Hey, good job. You guys really know what you're doing.
So, question
Go
for
ahead.
you, Garrett, real fast. Would my Star Archer form have carried from that first cave all the way to the end of this battle?
Oh, yeah, you can stay shifted. Just like how Anabib could stay shifted as a squirrel or for a certain amount of hours, the same rule applies to Erlon. So yeah, you can still have Starform active.
Okay, so after we hop out, then I will use my Chalice form, my second wild shape, and I'll cast Healing Word one more time, and then give the Chalice healing to Alistair.
Okay. How much is that exactly?
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Larry over there in the boat.
Alright, no need to roll for that. Larry only has 1 hit point missing. She gets 1 hit point replenished. And Alistair, you receive 6 points of healing from your lovely friend Erlon, who is still holding your body as you breach the surface.
I had him.
Yes, you did.
Sure
Oh,
you did.
yes. I do believe it.
Couldn't have
Everybody
done it
come up.
without you.
I love
No,
how
I-
as soon as he comes out of the water, we all just like, oh yeah, that was you.
Good job, Alistair.
You
Ooh.
pandering bastards. And then I'm gonna pull out some meat and take a drink.
Hey,
Save your life, right?
you got some of the good stuff. You know, maybe when this is all over, I can ask you for a pint.
I'm
He
gonna
doesn't
pull my
share.
gun and point it at him.
Hey,
I don't
alright.
think so.
God, you're really good at treading water. You don't even need to use your arms. Jesus.
Yeah, he's kind of hostile.
I can tell. Well, listen, just so we know we're all friends here, why don't you guys go up there, kick some ass, whatever's lurking for you, and I'll just, make sure no one steals the boat.
I don't think so. You're coming with
Afraid
us.
You're gonna steal the boat.
Nah, me? Steal a boat? I've never even been on one of these things.
I'm gonna cock the gun as I point it at him even more intently.
Alright. Which boat? Which...
If we could just tie him to the mast.
No, that's not... I'll go with you. It's not necessary. You don't gotta do that.
Hey, after you, my good friend.
Of course. And he goes up, the rope that's connected to the bow, climbing all the way up to where Erlon did previously, and Jesus Christ, or where Erlon did previously, and he makes his way to the top.
Do we need a bonfire to dry our clothes and get some heat back?
That'd
Oh
be
yes,
nice.
please. I am frigid.
Maybe spend a minute or two?
Yeah, what do we have to roll to climb up? Just an athletics?
That is correct.
Well, let me get my ass back in the boat.
Glenn, there's also one to your north that's kind of hanging. Larry, you do a great job. You speed up that thing like a spider monkey. Erlon and
Stick
Captain
with the
Dave.
freaking landing.
Glenn, you too. Glenn, you make it look even more efficient than Larry.
Jump up
frankly.
there. Yeah, I just fucking jumped right on top of there.
And Rez, the least formidable, second to last strongest member of the party. What do you want to do?
Well, I rolled a 7, so do I just fall the fuck back in?
Yep. You fall into the water.
Oh, shiz! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Just
Hey,
tie it
someone
around
get the
yourself
rope!
again. No, just tie it and we'll pull it up again.
Alright, as you help him, Glenn, Rez, you are saved by Glenn. As he doesn't even allow you to pull yourself up, he just feeds the rope up and you with it.
Oh, Glenn, I've never noticed how strong you are.
Quite strong. People disregard that because I'm kind of skeletal for a dwarf.
Ah, fire. So warm. Aurelas, as you get Orly to there, you do see the cavern in front of you opens up. What is already a very wide cavern entrance, 30 feet tall, is made even wider. As the stairs go down before you, yes, I said stairs, there is an extra 20 feet higher. The next cavern in front of Orly is 50 feet high.
Oh,
My
wow,
friends,
this
it's
is
way bigger
quite
on this side.
fancy.
So
Rez,
maybe
as you continue, the water is very frozen, but with that being said, it's very slick. And as you continue to walk by, shuffling your feet, you see in front of you, Rez, what appears to be a very massive bridge. You can't see it very much because you don't have dark vision like your friends. But yeah, as you go in front of you, you see almost what looks like an icy column stretching horizontally above you.
Guys, I found an ice log.
As you guys hear
I'm
this
going to follow.
as you guys hear this very distant, echoey voice, you suspect he's up there later.
Slow.
Didn't we talk about taking a rest by a fire?
That is true.
And if this is the fire over here, I'm gonna sit down and warm myself by it.
It's not too bad. You see Ned kind of warming himself up too. Hey, sorry about your hammer there, buddy.
You know, just since Rez is kind of out of the way, I don't mind the rest of. And when I say Rez being out of the way, I just kind of don't mind the rest of the party being there. But I'm gonna lean into Alistair and go like, things between you and Rez are a little weird.
The little prick needs to learn to keep quiet.
I worry you're holding on to it a bit too much. The boy jumped into frozen water with a water weird in it to pull you out, and then you didn't even try to pull him back into the boat.
I was thrown on the boat.
Yeah, I know you were thrown back on the boat. I'm just saying.
Can we
You
just
had
take
the
a minute
opportunity.
to recognize that Eric's last character in the last campaign had to be Zach's character's bitch, and then in this campaign they have like a shit ton of weird beef going on.
Yeah, it's called
Like
it's
it's
called
a total opposite flip.
it's called range. They're just great actors, you know.
Glenn, you may be right. I might be a wee bit hard on the bastard.
I think the boy just wants you to like him. Maybe just tell him he's like, just once, just say like, ooh, nice tune, ooh, good chord progression on this one.
We don't
Erlon
have
is
to
kinda
lie to him,
eavesdropping
right?
on this, and he's like, yes, somebody that likes me, that would be nice. Like real awkwardly.
You've got a Yeti. You've got a Yeti to like you. Don't worry, with a
Not
clean
giving it
shower.
not like, hey, Erlon, we like you. You're nice. And fuck you. You've got it, buddy.
After a good meal and a warm bath, you're the most adorable companion.
Hey, of all the
Thank
elves
ya.
I've known, you're one of the better.
I appreciate it.
The fact that
You don't
you
compliment his music if you
You
don't want
guys-
to, but like maybe compliment his shoes. Or just something.
Rez and
you guys
Larry,
are my
as you
twins.
guys are getting back to the fire right now and finishing your journey, you guys know that this stretch of frozen riverbed runs to the north, curves around to the east and actually goes so far past your allies, you suspect you could walk for 300 feet and not see the end of it.
So my friends, Orly tells me that it's a bit of a maze on the eastern side of here. I hope we're...
yeah. And Larry and I just came back, and we report the information that Garrett just relayed. So, you know, and also there's an ice log.
So should we go around on this one side of the maze and then maybe check back this river?
I think maybe the stairs are a good choice. I mean, why the fuck is the stairs here, you know?
Yes, I agree. Well, everybody take some heat back and we can go after that.
Yes, I'm very much fine with this. Rez then, like, strips off everything he can manage without, you know, being nude. And just tints it on his arms around. He's still got, like, an undershirt on and, like, his very baggy underpants, like the ones that go down to your ankles kind of thing. But other than that, he's holding, like, his nice pants and his nice shirt on his arms, just trying to dry him out.
Okay.
Rez, that was very bold of you. You're braver than expected.
Aye, Rez.
Oh,
You did something rather stupid. You idiot.
I was going to say the same thing. Yes, I was going to say that, yes, it was very stupid being as how he didn't even want me to save him. He gave me a look that said, "Get the fuck out of here, I'm going to kill
At
you."
this,
Yes.
Alistair's gonna pull out his flintlock, point it at Rez, and then flip it around and offer the grip to him.
Oh.
If you're gonna try and help, at least be good at it.
Rez very cautiously takes it.
And this is the infused one, so it has +1 to hit, +1 damage, and it makes its own ammunition as it fires.
Rez, as you hold this in your hand, they don't have anything like this where you're from, not even an equivalent. As you're kind of looking at it, you can guess how it works. It's got the, you know, the trademark hammer with the very long brass trigger.
This is incredible. I don't know how to thank you, Alistair.
Favor, next time, shoot the bastard.
I think I'll be able to do that. You just point it, and not knowing any gun safety, I just, like, swing it completely around.
Hey! Well, watch where you're pointing that thing!
I'm gonna grab the muzzle of the gun with my iron arm and just cover it with the palm.
Gosh, and look, if it doesn't work, don't look down the barrel.
I'll put it away for now. Okay, that's good advice. Okay. And then I just
You just point and click.
Hey, Mr. Alistair, can I get one of those?
And then I'm gonna lock eyes with him, and then hand a bottle of meat over to Rez.
All right. I see how it is.
Rez takes a good gulp of it, and has a lot more respect for this ne'er-do-well Captain Alistair.
I trust is earned around me.
And you know, you've earned some around me yourself.
I still want to kill you, but
Oh, I imagine.
more like you kill your friends.
Yes, some real friends you guys are.
Hey, you want to join? I'm going to lock my cannon back at him.
No, I'm okay. I promise. Aurelas,
A maze?
Aurelas, as you still have some attunement to Orly, even in your meditative state, you can see distantly down that corridor Orly is perched on, flickering light from the west.
So, how long are we going to be here by this fire? Like, are we taking a rest?
It's up to you guys.
I mean, if
Think,
we're going to be
just
here
enough
for
dry.
if we're going to be here for up to 4 hours, then I'm going to meditate as well.
Oh no, it's only to dry ourselves. I think we need to secure this place.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I thought we were just taking like 10 minutes or so.
Sure. I'll say you guys can take a short rest. How about that?
Works for me.
Alright. So you guys are warmed up now, the fire's still crackling. The snow from the wall the fire is up against has melted quite a bit. You can see the wall of black, liquid, very wet stone. And then you see something else. Runes. Dwarvish. But Glenn, you know these aren't Dwarvish runes. Written in the same script as Dwarvish. They are very jumbled, very unalphabetic and disorganized. You suspect that this is a language using Dwarvish runes, Deathic runes, but not Dwarvish. You can't really read it.
I think it's the goblin language.
I don't think I have.
Make a
any,
persuasion check.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Nobody believed me.
Definitely not goblins.
Never expressly said that my character has any amount of writing utensils. Does that mean I have 0 writing utensil?
Yes, that's probably correct.
I have a writing utensil.
Could you?
Pen and paper.
Can I borrow some of it? I just want to mark down some of these runes and the order in which they're in. See if I can maybe take this to someone.
I'll hand him a pen and paper with some ink.
Sure. The ink is very hard, almost congealed, but you do manage to stir it around and break it enough to wet the end of the quill. So you bring the quill to the paper. Would you like to trace these runes?
Yes.
Okay, you get 3 of them. These are
Okay.
the Deathic runes A, E, and O in Dwarvish, but those 3 runes would never be together in a Dwarvish word.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Very good idea.
EO, you said?
Yeah, that's right. Does anyone here speak Giant?
I speak Undercommon.
That's good, but this is not Undercommon.
That's
I will
very
take,
cool.
Speak
Draconic.
I will take a couple minutes. I do speak giant actually,
You
and
do?
I will take 10 minutes to get comprehend languages for written languages going for 1 hour.
Even for you, it is difficult, as this is an especially antiquated form of the Giant language. However, over the course of the long rest in the 10 minutes, you do know what this says. This here lies the grave of Eo, and the old King Kostak.
I think we should stay the fuck away from anything named Cost.
I think there's good treasure to be found.
There's also probably
I mean-
enemies guarding something called Kostag.
I reckon, what's our goal? Our goal here is to dispatch the sea hag, right? That's the end goal for us, isn't it?
That's why I came.
I reckon we should probably do that first, and then any cool bonus treasure rooms, maybe like a on the way out kind of thing.
Right. Also, just to clarify really quick, would you like to tell the rest of the party this information or else?
Shit.
You could have
If
kept
not,
it.
rewind my sentence.
I will share it with the guys because they've been nice to me.
Okay.
Then it stands.
Perfect.
Maybe just a peek, just a small peek, and then we decide what to do.
Okay, but not me. This isn't Jafar. I'm not sacrificing this guy as easy.
Hey, yo, why don't you send that hawk in there?
I will try to venture forward.
Why don't we send you in there?
I agree. I agree.
I got a real cold. Ooh,
I think you should go first.
Hey, you should lead the way. We found you here.
All right.
You should know it.
All right. As he shoves off, getting ready to move, and as Orly goes into that room, you see now what was causing the flickering light. Ralas, there is a pentagram painted in blood in the white snow. On each of its vertices is a lit candle, very fresh, and splayed across it a skeleton. Not a normal skeleton, but one measuring 30 feet from toe to head. The skeleton of a giant wearing a horned crown.
There's no danger, my friends. I think it's a big dead giant skeleton.
Yeah, see what I said? No big deal. I'll be the first one in there.
Just
And
want
we
to say
could
real
go.
quick, your sense of there being no danger is fucking psychotic. A blood pentagram with a giant with a horn crown. You're like, cool.
Also, he's not
Everybody's
telling us any of this shit. He just said, "Okay, yeah, safe."
Yeah. I don't. Glenn's got no clue, sure, but
That's right. So with that, you guys watch as Ned marches right in there. His token's currently obscured, but he's the first one in, right at the bottom of the stairs.
oh, he said it's safe. Let's just fucking go then.
Yeah, that's what he said after all. Not bad.
I don't hear any blood splatter.
Hope there's no witchcraft in here.
Is there a skull I could pick up?
There is. As a matter of fact, it's actually underneath the crown on the northern side, that massive helmet.
I'll take both the crown and the skull.
Alright, go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Alright.
This massive skull with the helmet together weighs approximately 60 pounds.
But
You
kill the
cannot-
party.
You cannot
Oh.
lift it on your own.
Oh, Scheiße, what the hell is this? Oralis, you said it was safe in here. What is this?
Well, he's sleeping for a long time.
Hey, someone want to give me a hand over here? Glenn?
Do we
Rez.
feel like
Chill.
the
Oh,
items?
On my hand.
Okay,
Is
yeah.
anything magical from what we could tell?
If you'd like to give him a hand, go ahead and make an athletics check. You cannot deem anything magical, but you know a pentagram of this nature has to have some magical or ritualistic purpose. Alright, Rez. Definitely not the strongest member of the party, but you and Alistair nonetheless hoist this skulled, or this crowned skull up. As you do, the skull, still with decayed biological matter, falls out of the crown.
Alright, easy now. Slide it in the bag.
As you open it, the opening of the bag is almost too short, but you finally get it in. You push the remnants of the skull in, trying to get as much flesh off as possible.
Well, what is your obsession with collecting these types of things, like skulls and heads and such?
Everyone needs a hobby.
That's fair. I will leave it at that. I genuinely do not want to know more.
I have a lot to do when we get back to the base.
Do we
Well,
have
I'm
a
Planning,
base?
Yeah,
are you
yeah,
planning to master necromancy?
You guys were awarded the abandoned laboratory in Bryn Shanther after
Right,
killing
right,
Seth
yeah.
Cassidy.
Oh my god, we have a home, guys.
That's right. As you guys
Yeah, I
sit
set
there,
up my workshop in there.
Oralas, that's where you got the pen and paper from. Oralas, as you send Orly around the corner, you notice another one of those glowing wisps. And at the north, at the end of the corridor where the path finally ends and the river begins, you see a lone fish person. One of the Lokatha from earlier, standing stalwart with a spear.
Wait, friends. I think it's a friendly creature. Be nice to it. North, 50 feet or so.
Are you sure?
Yes, maybe we send Rez with his lucky charms.
Hey, why don't we send the sea elf? He
Yes,
seems
I've
to know quite a bit about them.
They kind of look alike.
Maybe the mean ones stay in the back for a second.
And what do you mean by that?
You've got a temper.
And blood on you. Like a lot of it.
Yes, you did butcher something.
I'm gonna look down and see the blood on me. Alright, you got me there. And I'll have some more mead.
Rez as well takes a swig with Alistair.
As you guys are currently at this point, swigging on your mead, you hear two things. One, the fish at the end, as he kind of waltzes around guarding this area. His fishy, moist fins picking up at the ground. And to the east, you hear something else. The faint sound of a feminine voice echoes from the bottom of the stairs. Boil bubble, toil and trouble. Add a pinch of baboon's blood. Make the charm fresh and good.
I think we found the hag, everybody.
No, she's beautiful. So pretty.
Okay,
Let's,
all this should be said in whispers, by the way.
I hope so. Let's wait for Elon to charm the thing, or maybe Rez with your smile that is irresistible.
do
Remember
appreciate
to watch your eyes.
I put on my pretty pink hat.
Oh no, I mean the Locata up north. Rez can charm
So
it.
you want me to go into the tunnel versus a sea hag and say, hey, you know, you should come with us and we should kill you.
I hear
think
the
he means a
Sirag on the
different
south. So you need, I'll point, you need to go talk to the fish. Here.
But we have a man who looks like a fishman.
Well, with the both of you, you have all the qualities in the world, I think.
I'm setting up guard with my gun, by the way.
Alright, as you watch the will-o-wisp, it dances in the doorway before it seems to get your attention and leaves to the south. And what have you found, my pretty? So you guys hear this voice. You do see the Lokatha to the north, and what you can only guess is the Sea Hag's lair to the southeast. What would you like to do?
Will someone please go talk to the fish?
Rez should go talk to the
I'll
fish.
go talk to him, I guess.
Hey, why don't we send Erlon?
Yes, Erland, I do agree.
He's in.
Hello, Mr. Fish. How are you today?
As it turns around on its heel, it points its spear out at you. What are you goes there?
Oh, you know, just Erland.
As it
That's,
speaks to you again,
That's me.
in Auquan this time. You are not like the rest. Are you a friend of the mistress?
This is in Aquan.
Correct.
I'm a long lost friend. I haven't seen her in quite some time.
Make
But-
a deception check.
Go through.
Not yet. Raimi, can you fix your webcam?
Oh, yeah.
All good. No, you're totally fine, dude. As it looks at you with the suggestive eye, the Lokatha goes, "The mistress has been destroying our people. We lurked in this cavern before the winter came. Now that she is here, we have no chance to free ourselves. We are her slaves."
Yeah. Well, that's a problem.
No, but for you. You are her friend, after all.
No, like I said, I haven't been in quite some time.
Is that true?
Indeed, I was just saying, my friends and I were just trying to rummage about through the caves to see if we couldn't find any dirt on her.
Then heed my warning. He lurches forward and grabs your shoulders with his very small fins that he articulates like fingers. Listen, one of my men has betrayed me. He is now the champion of the mistress. He lurks, waiting for any challenger and his woman's command. His name is Clevin. Beware of Clevin. He will attempt to kill you if you are not killable.
Okay, Kevin, got it. What a name.
He is a revered master of the martial arts. He has gained his name from the chief of our little people.
Well, I'll be sure to tell him who said hi.
Kill him. Kill him and leave no one alive. That way I may free my people.
Ah. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. Might I ask why you are pacing back and forth right here?
I was told to guard this area and alert the mistress of any intruders.
Ah, so, yeah, you're gonna tell her about me, huh?
I am a Lokatha. I am bound by my lord. However, if the mistress were to incur a dangerous accident, I would be relinquished of my bond with her.
Okay, well, is I guess I'll let you go then. It was nice talking to you.
Not yet. I must show you one more thing.
Okay, what's up?
Look. And he points down with his fin below the cliffside.
And I'm gonna peek over the cliffside. I'm gonna take a step forward.
As you look down, you see the bodies of massive humanoids, giants. If you take this way, you will encounter Cauldron, and you will have a good flanking position to fight the mistress.
So, you're telling me we should go right here, huh?
I am just providing you with more options.
And then in common, guys, I think this way is gonna be our best bet.
Are you sure?
Come check it out.
What does your insight tell you about this plan? He seems friendly enough.
He speaks now in common. I am many things, but you are not the first party who has entered this cavern.
Maybe we can do a distraction. I'm thinking maybe Ollie could make some noise if we could get her to look this way, and we would be on our back. I'm thinking maybe a infusion.
If you want. I could
Sorry?
set up I could set up a distraction, and you all get going, and I'll pull up the rear.
I do not want to put you in danger, but maybe you can do magic to some items.
Aye,
That could
I got
trigger-
an infusion in mind for it.
And do you have to be close enough, or
No. I can drop it as we leave. I'm thinking I'll toss it down this way while we run the other way. How'd that sound?
I think we need to go north on the water, from what Erlon is waving at.
Hey, as we run off this way, I'll throw it back down the way we came.
But will she hear it if it's too far? Maybe she's 50 feet in there.
Well, I could just drop it down the stairs.
I think
Make
that's
it
the
say
best
her
option.
name.
Maybe
I got-
I could just yell.
I got something
Oh,
just in mind.
But if you yell, she will know that you are far away. If the object is emitting sound, I think this could be so good. Maybe a 4 minutes of silence and then a baby crying for a minute. I have the crazy
Aye.
ideas, I know.
Hey, I got this. I got this. You all get lined up and ready to go.
All right.
Ready to
Well,
sprint.
While you work on this, we'll get some rope and pitons going ahead, I think.
Hey, when you got the path ready to go, you let me know, and I'll get it going.
I will actually borrow a python from you.
I'll give him all of them, all that I have.
Okay.
My 2 real ones and my 3rd crude one.
Gotcha, yeah. But the third one is a little bit twisted. Looks like it's made out of wrought iron. It's very sharp, but they all suffice.
Does Ollie see Kevin?
As a matter of fact, he does. Standing there right next to his seal guardian. I've posted a picture of the champion, Kevin, into the chat.
Kevin's
seems
fucking
friendly.
awesome.
I feel guilty about it. Tacky. He is so cute.
He fucking rules.
Do not
Stop.
Kevin, man. I
Fuck
fucking
Kevin.
love Kevin.
beware of Kelvin. Though he is a champion, he is feared amongst our own people. The traitor, Kevin, is spoken of in every Locotan settlement.
Did he see Ollie? Is Ollie stealthily enough?
I can't tell him, he just appears to be chilling.
Okay, I will get Ollie to disappear. Pew.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, yours fine. So Kevin is on this side, I would say, on the river bank. So if we need to attack all at once, we need to go as a team of some sort, running in. Should we just go crazy or stealthily?
I think just bomb rush him.
I
Just
think
all
we drop the
jump down.
dwarf.
I'll go.
We tie a rope around your waist, and then we unleash your strength.
Yeah, I'll
Down.
get him. I feel confident, honestly. I know he's got like a seal with him.
I think we should all charge at once, and the little guys stay back and fire ranged attacks, and then we send the big guys forward and hit strong.
Okay,
We still
yes.
have enough of 5 minutes with the item. 5 minutes is a long time. We should be fine, eh?
Okay, so it's a good plan. Have people in the back throwing spells, and then the people go in and attack. So where do I go? Where do I fit in?
Everywhere.
You
my
stay
friend.
back with us and you shoot.
Oh, I do have something to shoot with now.
He ain't got a gun.
Alright, stick with me. I'll show you how to do it.
And
Can I
maybe you
get one
can,
of those?
maybe you can take a helping hand with some people. You know, just a little healing there, a little inspiration there. Yeah, fun time.
Okay, yes, I think I can do that.
So I have a rope, and I'll take the piton, and I'll ask Glenn to put it down on the
Yep.
bank, on the top.
Alright, easy enough.
I'll get my rope in there, and as everybody is ready, do you need to cast any maybe spell before we go, or we just go? I think we are good to go.
Do we roll initiative first?
No.
Who's planning to strike first?
Erland will jump off the ledge and go star form.
You're gonna leap off?
Yep.
Alistar, you can
Alright.
do it now. We're going.
Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check.
He fucking dies from fall.
It is slick ice, so I'm gonna do this at
The ledge
disadvantage.
is actually 600 feet.
Should
So
we make some sort
acrobatics
of like?
Yep,
Oh,
acrobatics
no.
check at disadvantage. Alright. Unfortunately, Erland, you do incur 4 points of bludgeoning damage as your feet go out from under and your head smacks into the ice.
Nice.
I'm
I
gonna
would
use the
suggest you
rope.
rope.
Alright, Glenn has used the rope and your feet touch the ice.
Ah, didn't see that. I didn't hear there was a rope.
There is indeed a rope. As your
Oh,
feet touch the ice, Glenn and Erland, you can now see 4 feet beneath the frozen ice, the coldest it is right here, skeletons. Freshly preserved, dead, giant men look up at you, still with the faces of death
Kevin,
painted on their
Street.
faces.
Their ribs, their toes are bigger than me.
And as you guys come to this realization, the ground shakes. As you guys look over, you notice that Aralas has also busted his ass, and he takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
And that
Keep rolling it down.
is where we will take our bathroom break. Now, we are taking a 5-minute bathroom break, but before we go, I want to remind Aralas, you still have the Horn of Silent Alarm and can alert Alistair if you wish.
Oh, I'm sure I would have waved at him as we were to go.
Oh yeah,
Before
I'm
I
looking
jumped.
to see that everyone is cleared and then I'm waiting for maybe one last signal. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do it.
Gotcha. All right. As the ice
So-
stream is continually consumed, Raimi, go ahead with your question, and we'll start back up.
Well, I was just gonna say, as soon as we start back up, Erlon is gonna take a sip of his spirit water.
Ooh. All right.
I don't know what that does.
Now that you've drank the spirit water, it doesn't affect your ability modifiers, but you can now cast any spell in your spell book without the requirements. So if you ever get resurrection, you can drink that spirit water and cast it without a diamond. And that goes for guiding bolts and everything else as well. Alright. As you guys have descended on the ice, Alistair, you creep down the southern staircase, nearing ever close to the lair of the hag. As you do so, you begin to hear her singing again, a sound which unfortunately nobody else hears. Fillet of a finny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. I have the newt, toe of the frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. Adder's fork and blind worm sting, lizard's leg and howlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble like a hell broth, boil and bubble.
Okay, so we just made a choice to let her finish the potion and then fight her.
It's the considerate thing to do.
Erlan was very convincing.
So, like, is everyone good to go?
I think we're good to kill Kevin.
I
If
think
that's what we're waiting on.
Waiting for us to attack him.
So,
A
should I
charge. A
go
charge,
ahead
Kevin.
and do the distraction?
It's up to you. You do have no way to communicate to anyone else at this juncture.
I'm still gonna hold for a moment, just in case they're like, nope, can't go that way, changing plans. I'm giving them a moment. I'm giving them a moment.
Pull out my cool scimitar.
And upon getting no input from anything, I'm going to go ahead with the plan that was discussed, and I'm going to do my
Yep.
magical tinkering on a rock I find around here. And I'm gonna toss it in this way, and it's going to play a message, and it's going to be the voice of some guy, some very not Scottish guy, saying, "Is this where Kevin said that bitches we can kill?" I'm going to toss it and run while it's in air. I'm going to take off this way. I'm going to grab the rope, and I'm going to cross with the rope.
Alright, does the message repeat?
Yes, it's 6 seconds and it just plays.
Okay.
Well, actually, I could just have it. I'm just gonna have it play once. Yeah,
Okay.
it's just gonna play once.
No,
Loud.
repeating.
It's gonna be loud and audibly, and with a little bit of an echoey effect, so it sounds like it's off down the tunnels somewhere.
As soon as your feet hit the ice from descending down the rope, Alistair, you hear a sound. As do the rest of you.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. I did the distraction. Get out. Move.
We're here to kill Kevin, right? I'm killing Kevin. I'm so invested in killing Kevin right now.
I'm gonna grab Glenn's sword and I'm gonna cast magic weapon, which will give it a +1 to hit and +1 to damage.
Let's
Alright.
fucking go.
As that happens,
I'm
Kevin scans his eyes across all of you without doing anything and remains stalwart.
Are we?
Come on, you should approach him again. You should approach this one too.
I have 30 feet of movement.
It is.
I know we're not like.
You can start combat whenever you guys wish, but I just want to note it is at this moment that it dawns on you. Where's Ned?
Ned, you big bitch. Fuck.
What would you like to
We
do?
have no boat. Okay.
That's
I'm
awesome.
charged, Kevin. Fuck it.
We don't need it. We'll find another way.
We can't even go back because of the distraction, because now she's probably up in that hallway.
Maybe
Well, I
she'll
think the
kill
river.
Ned.
I think the river will lead that way.
But yeah, she just goes out and fucking murks Ned.
That would be the best possible ending.
Fuck Ned.
I say we keep going, but I could run back with my blade song active. But I say we keep going.
Hey, we're here to kill Kevin. Let's fucking kill
Kill
this
Kevin.
fish bastard.
And I'm going to kill Kevin. My sword is magic now. I'm killing Kevin. I'm charging at Kevin right now. Look at me go.
As you charge in, everyone roll for initiative, but since Glenn got there first, go
As
ahead
he
with,
charges, I want to shoot
ahead
a
with-
star arrow.
go ahead with one attack, Glenn. We'll say that gets in before the initiative.
And that's +1 to hit and +1 damage.
There you go.
Okay, excellent. I forgot to click my fucking icon again for some reason.
That's
And
okay.
it does count as
Don't know
magical.
Oh my god.
Raimi's reaction every time he rolls a bad initiative. It's so funny. Alright. Okay.
I rolled an 18.
Did you?
Yeah, I forgot to click
Congratulations,
my
Glenn.
fucking. I somehow clicked
Awesome.
off my token.
Well, I'm gonna let you get in this attack, even though initiative has not begun.
Yeah, I rolled. It was bad.
What was it?
9 and a 7. I guess a 10 and an 8.
Alright. With that, as it strikes him, you guys hear. You fool! Only the blamest of mortals step to the teeth of the Locata, Cauldron. And about that time, he's going to join the initiative as well as his pet seal. But you're just a little bit too fast, Arelas. What do you want to do?
Seeing that they mean to fight, I'm quite happy. I will cast my bonfire on both of them for a 14 dex save. Seriously? Seriously, fuck my face. So that's gonna be a bonfire.
That was a good saying.
And I am not sure that they are that strong, but I will stay afar because I feel like I'm half wounded. I will go use my movement to get afar. And I will ask Orly to go on top of them. No, we cannot. I'll get Orly in here. No, Orly is on his own turn. I'm sorry, that's the end of my turn.
Wouldn't you know it, they both take 1 piercing damage. With
Oh, yeah.
that, and your turn over, Kevin finally unfolds his fin-like arms. Kerlim! As he points to the dark elf in the north, the seal begins moving. As it is his bonus action, he can command it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to end his turn right there. Whereas Kevin looks to you, Glenn.
Fucking go, dude.
You see him load a quick bolt as he flies off the back. He's going to take the disengage action and push back as one bolt misses. He's going to come to this corner and just do the same thing again. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Alright, and he doesn't quite have advantage. If I was smart, I would have made him go there. But doesn't quite get advantage. And as his turn is over, we're going to go to Erland.
Or not.
No?
I rolled a 3.
Res.
Oh.
Yeah, I rolled night.
Oh. What? What's going on here? Yeah, Rez, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna
What?
That was
I'm a-
weird.
I'm gonna run up in this bitch. Where is Kevin?
He's right here. Oh wait, you can't see him because you don't have. You don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna look at.
My bonfire would light him up.
Ah, good point. Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm gonna look at this seal. And just say, I'm sorry, little one.
Oh no. I don't even know if that hits. That's the worst part.
If I miss.
I don't even know. Let me look. Thankfully, you do miss. As it splits wide, the seal is just gaining headway, heading straight towards Auralas. And here's the fire.
Okay, and then give me just 1 second to check my bonus action list.
Ooh. I should say too, Rez, you could see Kevin from the beginning of your turn.
So, can I redact me trying to attack that seal?
Just this once, just this once.
Okay, okay. I would have tried to cast Bane on Kevin.
Alright. Alright, he fails.
Okay, sweet. And then, bonus action. Who doesn't have, Morales. I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna giant thumbs up and give you inspiration.
Giant comes up.
A giant cum shot?
I think that's what he said.
Does that end your turn? Larry, seeing all this take place, Kevin is still more formidable than ever. What do you want to do?
I hate to interrupt, but I rolled an 18 that's not on the list.
Really? What's going on?
Yeah, if you scroll
Yeah,
up.
But it started with him,
sorry.
didn't it?
No,
Yeah.
no, it started with Alistair. Your name wasn't in the counter, so it is technically your turn, Glenn.
Excellent. I'm going to approach Kevin, move 5 feet, and make another attack with my scimitar. Bam.
Alright.
Did I not do it? There we go.
Nice, that hits.
Excellent.
And this is, of course, the scimitar that you got.
Holy shit.
Oh my lord. Yeah,
And that's a
That
plus
should be
1 because
16.
of my magic weapon, so 16.
Using the scimitar from General Scath, you cleave through Kevin and knock off all of the front-facing scales. Finally, a formidable opponent!
That is my turn for now, I think. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Alright. Up next, Captain Davies, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna step in about here. And I suppose I'm just gonna. I don't feel great about being noisy, but there's not really much else I can do.
Like stuff fall from the ceiling. If a blast was too big, could it crack the ice?
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, there are various stalactites which cling to the ceiling, frozen in place, though a significant amount of force would need to be applied.
Are there any stalactites above Kevin?
Not directly on top of him, unfortunately.
What about the seal?
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna take a shot with my Eldritch Cannon at the stalactite above the seal.
Don't bother. If you want to shoot at it, you're going to hit. It's a stationary object.
Alright, I'm blasting it with my Eldritch Cannon. I'm just trying to get all that coming down on the seal.
In front of Erland and Larry, you guys all witness as this stalactite is hit with a massive blast and doesn't fall at first. And as it detaches from the top, you see the seal. Oh? As it hits the seal with massive force, a huge crack expands around the ice, which opens it up to the cold water underneath. As the stalactite begins to take that piece of ice down with the seal, Rez, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Alright. As Rez is taken beneath the ice with the seal, who is dead. I mean, the stalactite fell directly on top of its head. Rez, you are now caught beneath the water in the current. As you look around, you'll begin your turn prone beneath the frozen water. Is that your turn?
Okay, that's fucking good.
Gonna run over to the edge. Look down. Can I see Rez?
Not quite. There's a massive chunk of ice extending right about here that looks like it was capsized and took Rez down with it.
Okay. You know what? I'm diving in with my hammer.
Should I make a concentration check from going into the water?
Ooh, from the Bane? You mean?
Yeah, from the ban.
You know, not really, because it doesn't affect you damage-wise. Now, if you've been in there for longer a minute, you will need to start.
Alright, I'm jumping down in with my hammer, and I'm going to start going to town on the ice to try and get to Rez.
Okay, as you get beneath the water, you can see the chunk of ice floating by and Rez right below it. A competent swimmer, he's just right there.
Could I grab him? Like, grab onto him?
Sure.
Alright, I'll grab onto him. Do I have enough movement to pull us up out of the water?
Oh, yes. You traveled
Alright,
15 feet to get there? Yeah, you have enough.
Alright, I'm going to pull us up out of the water. And, with my remaining action, matchlock shot on Kevin.
Remaining action?
Because I only use my bonus action to fire the cannon.
Oh, true. I always forget about how overpowered you are. Yeah, go ahead. He is going to be 3/5 cover here, so it's going to be a -2 to the shot. And it's an ace, so it misses wide anyways.
Alright, worth a shot. And that will end my turn.
Larry.
Alright, I'm gonna step forward into position and fire my crossbow at Kevin.
Good idea. You're not in a very good spot with Glenn there, so he will be 3/5 cover. He is a little bit taller than Glenn.
Okay.
Alright. That definitely hits.
Alright, and
Alright. What was that? Oh, your crossbow. As she extends her hand and boom, the bolt flies off. It catches Kevin right in the eye.
and that will end my turn.
Terrific. Orly, what is he doing?
Ollie, get behind Kevin. Give me the help action. So, I think he can do 60 feet. That would be right here. 60 feet, and he's gonna hold the help action for me. Oh, I gotta click it.
Erland.
Alright. Erland is going to step up here by Larry, cast Hold Person on Kevin.
Let's see. He is a humanoid. That would work. Wisdom save. What is the DC?
I think that gives paralysis, and we get auto crits.
13 is my DC, so
Okay.
he fails.
He does indeed. As you see Kevin lock up, he can no longer move.
And then I'm going to take just a little bit more of a step forward and use my bonus action, Archer Arrow.
Nice. That is. And that's an advantage. Whew. Would that be an auto crit?
I think it does.
I don't like that rule. He's okay. He's already getting beat up.
Come on, give me it.
Can't. I think we're gonna do something about auto crits, but you know, I saved you guys when you were getting hit unconscious with the auto crits, so they also apply to him. We'll get that figured out later. But does that end your turn, Erlon?
That will, yes.
Okay. Terrific. Up next, Aras, what would you like to do?
So I will use my movement to move my 40 feet and get in there. And I will take my bow and shoot.
Terrific.
Hoping for a auto crit. We don't know.
All right. So.
It gives me advantage, which is lousy.
Yeah, that misses.
Does paralyze reduce AC though?
I don't know.
Paralyzed. I don't think it does.
I'm glad you brought that up, though. It's fine. We can find out very quickly with my brand new API.
Only Dex saves, and we have an automatic advantage. And if we are in melee range, it's an auto crit.
Yes. So not from you or Erlon there.
So I may fail. 13? Is that
Yeah,
fail?
you fail. What else
Okay.
would you like to do?
And I'm gonna pout, and that will be my turn.
Sorry. Up next is Kevin's turn. So Kevin, I think, rolls another wisdom save. Let's see. Oh no.
At the end of his turn.
Yeah,
so
at
he
the end.
loses it.
That's right. So he saves with a natural 20, but... Ooh. But that's the end of his turn. Up next, Rez, what do you want to do? You're kind of on the shore right now.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna run. Okay. I give me a moment. I'm gonna hold my action. I'm gonna point the flintlock at him, and I'm gonna hold my action for when he moves. Like if he moves out of that zone, I'm bang gonna shoot him.
Alright. With the rickety, unconfident hand, you see Rez still shaking with the cold, frigid water dripping through his clothes as he holds the gun aloft. It is now Glenn's turn.
I am just going to keep attacking this fool with my scimitar.
Alright.
Just use that. Bang.
That is.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
And then
And he
12
does it.
damage.
Okay.
That's 2 tonight.
As you see him
Bang,
cleave
bang.
through the side of Kevin like a fillet on a samurai chef's dinner table, Kevin flops in 2 equally preserved pieces of fresh fish. Look at this! The little Kotha! You hear the other Lokatha on the cliff begin to yell.
Tiger gets another meal.
And I'm gonna set loose Tiger on the fish.
And as Tiger lets loose on the fish, you see an ulterior force grab him. As he's lifted slowly in the air from what looks like a telekinesis spell. You all have a moment to decide if you'd like to help him.
Tiger?
Erlon is going to run up. Try and get him, like, if he was over here.
Just as you run, you guys watch as Tiger is ripped from the corpse and dragged to the south.
Can I cast Sanctuary on Tiger?
Yes, in that moment, you sure could have.
If I can still see him, I'd like to cast Sanctuary on him.
Right in that brief moment where you could have decided that could have been your choice, absolutely. Can you cast the spell into the chat?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, he doesn't need to make a DC because he is forgiven. Since he has Sanctuary... Oh, shit. Does that negate the effect of the spell?
So, you ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Oh.
Spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects, such as explosions of a fireball.
Gotcha. So, she rolls a 13. That is the save. And Tiger is pulled from your grasp, Erlon, as he flies around the corner to your south, right here.
Well, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
I'm just gonna start running.
As you guys go to the south, you see barnacles and pieces of crustacean that have formed on the walls where the water level is higher. Revealed are dead bodies. Dead bodies on a stone tablet that you can only presume to be the members of the Fighters Guild. Stop right there, Larry! And Erlon, that's close enough. Because as you guys get there, you begin to smell a sweet yet sickening aurora. All ingredients a good bird make. And for you, I would prefer them pot more than a finny snake. Come lend yourselves to my cauldron of plenty.
As he's saying this, I'm gonna fire a Star Archer arrow into him.
As Maud looks up, you're gonna fire the arrow directly at her?
Yep.
Alright. Just as the arrow is loosened, the rest of you see her illusory appearance drop beneath a disgusting, gnarled appearance of this sea hag. She looks into your eyes. Everybody, we're going to go off the old initiative count. Starting with. As you guys look, she has Tiger's toe plucked between her fingers, hanging it over the cauldron. She needs to roll for initiative. Alright. Relas, it's your turn.
Yes, I think it is my time to be fast. I will bonus action Blade Song, gaining 10 feet of movement and extra stuff. And I will use my movement to run. I have advantage on acrobatics, so I wish to jump and take the beast by its legs and do my 40 feet here with a grapple on the beast, so it's in between me and her and not in the sauce.
Okay.
Do we contest acrobatics?
Oh no, it's 5 feet. You could have even got there if you just walked around it.
Okay, but I want to make sure I grapple it. I grapple the beast between her.
Grapple the beast in between. Do you mean to, oh, grapple Tiger?
The Yeti.
Yeah, oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, go ahead and roll for athletics.
Could it be acrobatics? No, it needs to be
No,
athletics.
no, yeah, it has to be athletics. roll for persuasion. Can that be acrobatics? Alright.
Ooh, it's up to you. I would have I would have +5.
She
That's 17.
also rolled a 12. I think I think that means that you succeed.
Well, as long as it's the status quo, as she doesn't rip it from me, the beast, the Yeti is in between us.
I thought that
That's all
I thought that she sets the DC with her subsequent roll and you win. But if that's raw, then I guess it does remain in between you.
Hold on, I have something. I take the Yeti away from her with my inspiration.
Oh, what? Wow, what a clutch. And that
Hell
wasn't
yeah.
the normal inspiration. Alright, with that plucked out of his hands. No, I needed a special touch. Ah! As she does so, dropping her appearance. What do you want to do?
I will, like, when I pull it, I will pull it and let it go behind me. Like, so it could run farther back. So that's my turn.
Erlond is going to throw rations at the back of the cave by Captain's body.
You notice Tiger, much to your delight, is running away from the rations, but he's also running away from the hag. It looks like he doesn't want either of them. What else would you like to do?
It's my turn.
Okay, Glenn, you were up next. What would you like to do?
Okay. I am going to move towards this 15, 20, 25. Okay. And I'm going to bonus action Channel Divinity, Fury of the Tides, the knockback one. Do I still have magic weapon on me, like on my scimitar?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Okay.
should.
Excellent. Then I'm going to roll to attack her. It's 23 to hit, 24 to hit, really.
As you look up into the hag's eyes as she drops her form, you can see this revolting, gray, seaweed-like hair. Her maw of sharp teeth and beady green eyes stare back at you. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Look. Okay. Wisdom saving throw, you said? Okay, I'm actually kind of decent at those. Never mind.
Alright, as you fail, for whatever reason, fear sweeps over your body, and as the seawater freezes still in your blade, you drop it to the ground, and you run away.
Yeah.
Let's see here. You are now under the frightened. Oh, nope. That is. Shit. Yeah, you were frightened. Which means you have disadvantage and you can't willingly move closer to the target. So you're okay now, and that ends your turn. Rez, what do you want to do?
So I didn't hit, you said?
No, you got feared.
Okay, okay.
What do you want to do, Rez?
Give me one moment to read a spell description.
Yeah, take your time. As you guys see her beating green eyes as she finally drops her ulterior form, this is a disgusting looking and disgusting smelling sea hag.
Could I make it to Glenn?
Yes. While diverting your eye contact. You can't make it there, but you can get right here.
Okay.
Yeah, because you started way up there. That's exactly 30 feet where you're standing right now.
Okay, yeah. So I am going to look at Glenn, seeing that he's frightened, avoiding eye contact with this thing, and I am going to cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Okay. Alright, as you feel slightly rejuvenated Glenn, feeling the warm hand of your ally. Oh, you're actually ended, Oh. Yeah, so unfortunately, nothing occurs.
How does Lesser Restoration not take care of...
It says, blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned?
Bullshit. Whatever, that's my turn.
Okay. Up next, Alistair, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna come down about here by the wall. And then I was wondering, I was curious, I had an inquisitive thought.
Go ahead.
If I Eldritch Cannon blasted the Cauldron, could I knock it over on her?
Only one way to find out.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. So let me roll real quick.
The Cauldron is hit with the bolt, and the bolt flies back right at you. Hits over your shoulder and explodes. Roll an Arcana check. This is a very magical, indestructible cauldron.
Ah, shite. Alright. Well, I guess time to be tried and true. We'll do blunderbuss.
With advantage, you miss. What else would you like
Alright.
to do?
That's my turn, I guess.
Larry, as you see your friends apparently whiffing, not being able to find purchase in this creature, what do you want to do?
I'm going to get closer and then toss my hammer into her ugly hag face.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Alright, 3/5 cover, because she's kind of behind the cauldron, you still hit. And as a matter of fact, that is a crit, because you have flanking with Glenn. As you go to strike, you deal a total of, let's see, 9 points of bludgeoning damage in total.
Heck yeah. And then can I like investigate this cauldron? Was it knocked over?
Nope,
No.
but you can
What-
investigate it.
Should I roll for that?
Roll an Arcana check.
Alright.
This is a very magical and very indestructible cauldron, just as you surmised. However, rolling even higher than Alistair, you also surmised this cauldron has the ability to produce food. A very sought-after magical item in a frigid wasteland of snow.
So in it is just a hot soup that is edible and not poisonous?
You don't surmise the ingredients of the soup, but you do know the cauldron can produce food.
Okay, that is good to know, and that will end my turn.
Alright. Orly.
Is this dim light in here? I would believe so, eh?
Very dim indeed. One can almost
Ollie.
say there's no light.
Okay, Ollie, please go help my friend Glenn with the help action. Stay over the cauldron, but be safe, and give him the help action.
Oh, you want to
Why
put
did
him
you
there?
put me-
Sorry, I apologize.
Don't put me in the sauce.
No! What? He grew! Fuck. Okay.
I think I may have clicked.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right there is safe and sound.
Alright.
And with his wings flapping, he's putting the steam away from him, so he's safe.
Alright.
That's his turn.
Terrific. I messed this up earlier. Where do you want Tiger to be? Since he is running, I'm going to say he's right here for now, okay, Roland?
Oh, so he's running south?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he can just be like
Yeah. He's
trying.
not. He's still a little
over-
young and not very well tamed, but yeah, let's say he's right here.
Okay.
Alright. As Maud gets whacked with the hammer.
Oh, little miss, you'll pay for that.
As you see her extending her hand. Well, first of all, Larry, as she now looks into your eyes, even though you rolled a natural 20, you could have been averting your eye contact before, but now you see her. Go ahead and roll a wisdom save.
Not to mention, Larry doesn't see very well in the first place.
As you now do, as you see her, you're horrified and divert your eyes in fear as she finally says,
You'll pay for that, little miss.
she extends her hands forth and a bolt of magical lightning stems forward.
Oh!
Alright, make me a dexterity save. Alright. You save. Let's see if you take any damage. I don't even know. I don't even... Okay. You take a total of 18 lightning damage.
Is that all you've got?
Not quite.
She then removes a massive black gem encrusted trident. As she folds it over, she looks directly at the guy who tried to hit her before and sinks it Actually, no, he's behind. She's gonna sink it into you, Rose.
Ah, you hag! And I'm going to, as she rolls, I'm going to use cutting words as my reaction.
My name is Mold.
But that works. Let's see here.
Amazing.
Okay. Now this does take away from your bardic inspiration die. Go ahead and roll it. That is a 10 minus 4. 6 misses. And as the trident goes in the snow,
I wasn't always like this, you know.
she is very demoralized and ends her turn like that. Erlant. Finally, as you let loose with your arrow, I'm going to say that's before combat. What do you want to do now?
I'm gonna run over here by Larry, and then cast Thunderwave in hopes to, like, make that soup just kind of boom out of there onto her.
Nice. Okay. So that is a 15-foot cube.
Ow!
Sorry, Larry.
I have 6.
Where are you?
You better hit me. You better give it back.
I will also cast Healing Word as my bonus action. I'm sorry, Larry.
Larry, make a Constitution save. Alright, Larry saves, taking 2 damage. The hag saves. However, as the revolting spash of the soup hits her, she's going to take 4 damage, and Larry, you are as well.
So I took 2 damage and 4?
No, you
If the
took
thunder-
you took
If
4
the
damage.
thunder is coming, if the thunder's coming out from me, though, it would go in her direction and not Larry's. Correct?
It's a 15-foot cube. It's a cube centered on yourself.
And also, didn't you just heal Larry 4 points?
Yeah.
She
So
took-
Larry, you now have 6 hit points because you took 4 damage, but you also recovered 4 damage.
Alright, thank you. I guess.
Oh yeah, that math is correct. Would you like to end your turn, Erlant?
I'm just going to kind of continue running this way.
All right.
And I'll end the turn right there.
Using my own soup against me. Devious, but it won't work.
Next, Aurelis, what do you want to do?
Would I be able, seeing that seeing her makes people react or act up, could I close my eyes and be blind willingly?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, so I will bonus action Shadow Blade. So I will have disadvantage but advantage, so it's gonna cancel out.
Correct. What is the advantage from?
Shadow Blade being in dim light.
That is correct. All right.
And also, all of us are around this hag.
Yeah, that is true. He wouldn't even have flanking though.
Nah.
Aurelis wouldn't. But yeah, that works. Okay, go ahead and roll for damage or roll for attack.
Bonus action Shadow Blade, main hand, attacking 1. And it's beautiful.
Nice, that hits. As her
Psychic.
trident is still stuck in the snow, you whack her over the head.
And that's gonna be my Shadow Blade for 10, and I will have my eyes closed with the sleepy icon, and that's my turn.
I'm next. Glenn, you are still frightened from her, and you have disadvantage on all attack rolls against her.
But you
Okay.
feel great.
That's true.
Awesome. Do I need to make any rolls, or am I just frightened of her?
Well, if you want to attack her, you certainly can, but keep in mind, if you retreat from her, you can't get any closer.
Okay. I'm just gonna make an attack on her. Do I have disadvantage because I'm frightened?
No, you have disadvantage because you're averting your eye contact.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Wow.
Nice, that hits.
I'm giving you a crit with Orly.
No, unfortunately he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately there's no way for him to get advantage because he's looking away, so he always has disadvantage. This is either a disadvantage roll or a normal roll. And but that hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna roll for damage.
Nice. 10 slashing hits.
What's this +4 that I've got?
That's for your natural 20.
Oh, okay. Well, that's actually 11 damage because I still have magic weapon.
Good point.
And also, since I used my Fury of the Tides earlier, since that lasts for a minute, I'm going to choose to knock her back 10 feet. But I know that she'll smack into this cauldron, and so she'll take extra damage equal to my charisma modifier, which is another 1. So that's 12 damage, and whatever interaction she has with the cauldron.
Nice. As her hair, made of seaweed, whips into the cauldron, you notice the cauldron begins dissolving it as the soup inside gains a greenish hue. She rips her hair out.
You'll all soon be added to the brew.
What else would you like to do?
You know, as a bonus action, I have a bonus action spell. I'm going to cast Compel Duel. She has to make a Wisdom saving throw against my DC. If she fails, the creature is drawn to me, compelled by my divine command. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me, and must make a Wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from me.
Counter spell, 3rd level. What level is your spell?
1st.
Alright, that does not work. As she extends her hand, a plume of purple energy pops out.
Not today, boy.
It's my turn.
Rez, what do you want to do?
Okay, so Rez doesn't.
What was that?
Okay, Rez is going to fuck, there's not much to do, is there? Okay, he's gonna try to push her into the cauldron.
That might work.
Should I make an athletics check or what?
Yeah, go ahead. Alright, she's going to contest that with her own, and she rolls a 15. As you push her back, her head touches it again, and she's going to take 1d8 points of fire damage. Go ahead and roll 1d8. Alright, did you say you were diverting your gaze?
Yeah, I kind of did it blindly, knowing that she's behind.
Well, that would be disadvantage, and hey, a 16 and a 17, they both work, and she does take that amount of damage you whispered me. Good job. Does that end your turn?
Fuck. What would that have been counted as? Would that have been counted as my action?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Give me one single moment.
Take your time.
Bonus action list.
Unfortunately, you cannot grapple as a bonus action. Okay, Alistair, what do you want to do?
Okay. I have another question.
Go ahead.
Well, 2 actually. First, is there any stalactites over her?
Nope. There's actually no stalactites in this portion of the cave.
Okay. 2. Hypothetically, if I tied some rope to a hammer, swung it around to kind of like wrap itself around her, could I pull her?
Yes, but it would take an action to even create that device.
Damn.
Unfortunately. You could.
And
If I told you already made it.
Can I tie a rope to what I've already got?
Yes, you could, Larry, on your turn, absolutely. But I don't think a hammer on a rope itself would be enough to grapple her. You would need to make some mechanism that's like weighted on both ends so that it would grapple her legs.
Mm-hmm. I was mostly thinking just like kind of lassoing it around her so I could pull her towards the cauldron.
If you had a lasso, you could definitely do that.
All I have is rope, which is an untied lasso.
You know, you can really accomplish the same thing if you just run up there and grab her.
It's like long jump rope, dude.
No,
Alright,
you would need to make it beforehand.
Alright, I'm gonna go up to her to grab her
Okay.
with my iron arm, and I'm gonna try and just shove her face into the cauldron.
Okay. Make an athletics check. Alright, that does
And
not
I
work.
would like-
She
could
swats
I-
her hand away.
Could I use...
Hey, what if she tries? What if she rolls a nat 1, Garrett?
What if I apply my inspiration?
Oh, there we go.
Is there even a hope that I could achieve
There's a
it?
chance.
Well, I can't tell you if there's a hope. You just gotta roll.
Alright, how much is the inspiration?
1d6.
56.
She is still victorious.
Oh,
Damn it. Alright, then I'm just gonna blast her with the cannon.
You used your action to try to... Oh, bonus action. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep.
Oh, she needs to make a dex save.
For
Oh,
what?
no, wait. We figured it out now. It does hit.
Yeah,
What the
no.
fuck? Craziest roll of all time.
And so that will be my hand that I just put right at her face, so it's kind of point blank. So she's
Alright.
definitely going back at least 5 feet. Well, she's going back a max of 5 feet, so
She
maybe
is-
she's knocked into the cauldron.
She is getting hurt. You're unfortunately right there, so she does go right here. Does that end your turn?
And I'm going to look away.
Well, it doesn't matter. We'll say you're looking away at the beginning, okay? And the disadvantage hit is still a 16.
I did come up behind her and just kind of grab her, so...
That's true. She looks around a lot, though. And Larry, still frightened. What would you like to do?
Remembering that sometimes her glass eye can look at people the wrong way, Larry averts her gaze and uses her sense of smell to hone in and throw, once again, her hammer.
Okay. Nice.
I'm just imagining Larry
God.
jumping up the cauldron and like, yeah, take that. Ah, yeah, take.
Yes, just come out. And then I will crouch down again and say, please, somebody heal me. Maybe. Thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Diverting her eyes, Larry extends her hand and looses a hammer over her head. Beyond her own view, the hammer hits the skull of the sea hag and detonates it. As the sea hag's limp scalp, covered in seaweed, connects to her open neck, she falls over, dead.
Oh. Alright,
Congrats,
quickly,
Larry.
now that combat's over, I'm going to do Cure Wounds on Larry.
Good job.
You.
oh yes.
Yes, Pulse is hurt. I can offer some healing as well.
That's
Larry,
9 healing for Larry.
yes, Larry, come here. I will as well, and I'll give Larry a cure wounds as well.
Larry and Glenn, this might seem redundant at first, but I promise you there's a reason. Go ahead and roll me your wisdom saves to see if you're still frightened. Okay. Glenn, you succeed. Feeling the blood spray on your chainmail and leather jerkin, you can already know that she's dead, even without looking. And Larry, you don't know that you've killed her and are still cowering. Oh, wait, that's Rez. I apologize. So, Larry, I believe Rez was healing you. You take 6 points of healing.
been a D8, but it was only one, so.
Understood.
I will carefully start looting the lady. Carefully.
First of all, the most obvious thing, because her body is, more than anything, slightly naked. She only has on a loincloth, and her exposed breasts are available on her aquatic torso. However, you do find...
Does she have anything under her boob flaps?
Not under her boob flaps, but on her loincloth, beneath the strap on the right side, you uncover a spell scroll. And, Aralas, you notice she has a very lovely black gem-encrusted trident.
You also find under that strap a
Shiny?
few dollars.
Shiny!
Hey, Elrond, you like tridents, I think, eh?
I would really love that. That is beautiful.
Do not point it at all your friends. And I will
Okay, thank
give it to
Yeah,
you.
My spear is actually stuck in the ice up there by the other cave, so this is
What-
amazing.
What else? Can I make an investigation check to just see if there's really anything else of worth in this in the area of caves that we've been?
You won't need to, because I'll tell you. Planted on the stone altar to your west, you find the 4 corpses of the last Fighters Guild members. One of them is a black kobold clutching an ivory flute.
Do I know them?
Roll a history check.
Does that flute look really nice?
It's made out of ivory, either carved from a dead Luxodon or purchased from the ivory markets of Infalas.
I'm gonna pick up the flute, dust it off, and
That sounds way better than your dulcimer, I can tell you that much.
Larry, you have to look at the decapitated head to even make heads or tails of this dead creature. All of the kobold that you were aware of are either red or white. This kobold is from a different place. He just happened to die in the same place that you are now. As you look around, you find even more loot, Rez, as you were the one who inquired. As you search the dead Fighters Guild members one by one, would you like to do so discreetly?
No, I'm doing so openly. I'm not trying to hide anything.
The guy to the west has 2 jars of honeydew and 1 flask of dwarvish quarterleg that is only a 5th full. The guy on the platform...
Just real quick, I'm gonna give all but one of those jars to, like, half bottle of quarter leg and the 1 jar of honeydew, and then I'm keeping the other jar of honeydew.
Sounds great. And as a matter of fact, you can also see a wheel of cheese poking out of the pocket of the guy in the altar. Next to his hips, he has 2 hand axes, 1 longbow, and of course you recovered the flute off of the body of the kobold. As you go around searching the last guy, he has a set of chainmail, just like the other guy, 2 sets of chainmail, and he has 2 healing potions.
I would like to investigate the contents of this cauldron.
You know,
I
a sea hag made it, and even dead, her body is emitting this foul, fish-like odor. However, the nearer you get to the cauldron, the more inviting it smells. Even looking into it now, you see chunks of meat floating with chives and chicken broth. It's been a long, weary life in the Dalelands, and this looks like a very delectable meal.
Is it starting to smell really nice in this cavern too?
Yes, you know, the really bad scent of her decaying body and the other fish parts, even the other 4 corpses, is battling this very sweet, intoxicating aroma.
Can I grab the chainmail?
Sure. As you put it on, Larry, imagine if you had wandered into your father's closet and put on his work shirt. It hangs down to your knees, but that's just more protection, right?
I'll need to take it in on the sides a little bit, but I think I'll keep it.
You also think, Larry, that this could be a very useful crafting material?
Are there any raw materials around that I might be interested in?
There is another set of chainmail that hasn't been plucked. And Rez, did you take off the healing potions?
Yes, I did. And I'm gonna throw one of them to
Use one.
everyone.
Not
Guess for 1 through 10.
Say
6.
what?
6. Fuck.
Everyone said 6?
4.
We'll go with 4.
2.
Everyone pick a number 1 through 10.
8.
3.
7.
7.
Whoa, I said it first.
1.
So I pocket one of the healing potions and I throw the other one to. Who said 7 first? I I chuck it to Erlon.
Yeah.
Just not me.
I'm gonna take the other chainmail,
maybe
by the
the
way.
potion should go to whoever has no spells of healing, like maybe me or me.
Melvin, you're the only one who doesn't have, spells of healing. You're surrounded by people who can heal you.
Of course. Yeah, it's only in the case that everybody's dead that I could use one, you know?
Well, if everybody's dead, you're pretty much fucked, so.
Then I need a potion
Got a
the
point.
most. Fine, you keep it. I'll manage.
I chuck him the other healing potion.
Ollie can deliver it
And
also.
I start eating this wheel of cheese that I found in this dude's pocket.
Potion of healing.
Delicious.
Thank
pocket
you.
cheese.
I will keep it for someone's very safe use.
Where did you get pocket cheese?
Not
There
only,
was a.
not only is it pocket cheese, it is a wheel of cheese. Dried and decayed in the mildewy-like atmosphere of this. It's a very sharp flavor, but not nearly as nice as the cheese of your homeland.
Okay, I spit it out, and then I. Is there a ladle or a spoon or anything nearby?
There is a massive black iron ladle, not too dissimilar from the material that was crafted out of the Durgar armor, and it spits out of the side of the cauldron.
I am going to pick up a scoop. I'm gonna give it a good old sniff. How does it smell?
Very inviting.
I'm gonna eat some of this soup.
Nice. As you do so, your body is rejuvenated. Though you're not very damaged, you suspect if you had sustained a massive amount of damage, it might heal you. Not only that, you gain the following properties after eating it. So, you heal 2d10 in temporary hit points, and you have advantage on wisdom saving throws and advantage against being poisoned. You're also cured of any diseases that you may have.
How is it? Should I try some?
Oh, it actually is very quite good. It reminds me of what my mother would make when a day when when the maids were on strike. It was very. Anyways, that's not the point. It's very good soup.
You guys see Tiger begin to stick a paw in, trying to fish some out before it seems to be too hot to touch.
Ah, hey, little guy, get back here.
That'd be a great song. Too hot to touch. Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
can touch
eat some of
this.
this soup, but I'll probably just like dip the end of my hammer in it or something. Does anyone have a utensil?
You do
I
see
hand
that
Larry the giant, the comically large to scale to her ladle, filled with soup already.
Larry, as
Yes,
you
yes,
consume
already filled with-
as you consume the soup, you have advantage on wisdom saving throws, advantage against being poisoned, and you're cured of all disease. Also, if anyone is hurt, as you are, Larry, go ahead and roll 2d10.
I will also take a bite of the soup.
All right. So, Larry, as you're at full health, you're all sitting around this soup. Erland, would you like to attune to your staff? Or your trident?
Yeah, so I'm checking out this the black gem that's engraved in it.
Many black gems. Actually,
Oh.
the whole thing almost looks like it's covered in them.
Is there a center point on it?
Yes, there is. The center point is inhabited with a single white pearl.
I'm gonna. Can I make a what check should I make for that to like study the pearl?
Well, you can see that it is a pearl identical to your orange pearl. No check needed. It seems to be the magical arcane focus that she used to cast her spells with. Not too dissimilar from your own pearl.
Hey, Alistair, do you think you could fit this cauldron in your bag?
I'm gonna pluck out that white pearl and pocket it, and then
Erland! Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw as the trident speaks your name.
Should have eaten some soup.
I'll be working on the scroll, and I have comprehend languages still on, I would say.
Erland. You now are not only in love with this trident, Erland, you know that this is exactly what you were looking for.
oh, hello. It says my name, guys. It literally says my name. It's meant to be.
Oh, wait, do you really want to use that trident? Or do you really like that trident?
It's like it's speaking to me, Rez.
That's how I feel about this. What was it, a pickaxe or something?
Yes.
That's how I feel about this pickaxe. I love this pickaxe. Look how cool it is.
Oh man, that's so cool. But look how cool my trident is.
That is so cool, but look how cool my pickaxe is.
Is there something wrong with our friends?
Just eating fish jerky. Watching
You should
the
call this
conversation.
trident Neverland. I think it's a good name for it. It seems strong.
So, I'm guessing I didn't get that pearl out.
Do you wish to take it out?
I do.
You do so. Easy enough. You take your a little longer than average sea elven thumbnail, plop it right out. On the back of it, you can see this viscous, mildewy material made of barnacles. Looks like it hasn't been out of that slot in years.
And I'm gonna kind of clean it up a little bit with my finger, and then I'm gonna look over at Alistair and say, "You think you could fit this into this?" And with my orange pearl in one hand and my trident in the other.
As the orange... Oh, go
Give
ahead.
it a shot. That's it, just I could give a shot.
Would you like to place the orange pearl back in?
Yes, I would like to place the orange pearl in the place of the white.
As you
pearl.
bring the orange pearl up to the trident, the pearl leaves your fingers and snaps into the trident almost magnetically. A small vibration echoes throughout, and a gust of wind and light empty from the trident spot. It blinds you all briefly, you especially Larry, and as the light ceases, you still seeing circles in your eyes, Larry, you all look at Erland, his hair flying back from the trident's power as it rests delicately on his shoulders.
Holy shit, Erland, what the hell was that? That was awesome.
Like I said, I love this trident.
He really
Alright,
likes
go
that
to the
trident.
room.
And then I'm just gonna kind of snap it to the ground and hold it to my side and kind of just adore it.
I want to touch.
I'm working on the spell scroll I looted, DM.
It is a spell scroll of true resurrection.
Okay.
Hey,
Go ahead and
Mr.
make
DM.
me. Go ahead and make me an intelligence check, Oralas. Go ahead, Rez.
did we ever look at what was on Kevin?
No, you did not. Oralas, as you make this intelligence save, you know with your natural 20 that she intended to use this scroll to resurrect the giant skeleton Karstag.
Well, maybe I need to find myself a hobby and come back here in a couple adventures and try what she did.
Glenn, I'll say that you can loot him. On his body you don't find much, but you do find a poisonous crossbow.
Who finds this?
Oh.
I
Rez
believe it
does.
was Rez that went to look,
Okay.
yeah. If everyone has had a bite to eat and is good, I'm gonna take some quick measurements of the cauldron, stitch together a bag big enough out of the material I have, and start to shimmy the bag on the top of it, and then turn the bag into a bag of holding, and collect the cauldron.
As he's doing that, I need everyone to make me a perception check.
Okay,
The envenomed crossbow, by the way, does 1d8 damage, and it requires the target to make a poison saving throw.
I'm going to look at Larry and be like, hello, Larry, do you think you could get use out of this crossbow, huh? And I'm gonna chuck it to her.
Thank you.
And I shall write this down.
It does 1d8 damage, Larry, plus your proficiency modifier. And whenever it hits a target, they need to make a constitution saving throw of 12 or take 2d10 poison damage. Rez, as you return back, who else would like to... Oh, you guys all rolled for perception, I'm sorry. Erland, Galen, and Rez. As Alistair takes precise measurements of the cauldron's frame and begins emptying out its contents to preserve and put it back into the bag of holding. You guys notice as the soup sloshes around, you see something. A bone. But Rez and Erland, you know the bone, just like you do, Glenn, is connected to something else. Inside the pot is an entire human foot.
Intense, belligerent, violent vomiting.
I need everyone except...
As a code, I don't care much.
Good job, guys. I know how sea hags work. Okay, they don't just make soup.
What'd you say?
That's a good soup. Come on, think.
Everybody except Alistair, take 2 points away from your insanity pool.
If I'm away, do I still and I didn't taste it? Am I safe?
Yeah, you should be good.
Does score need to go up or down?
What if I didn't drink it?
The insanity pool goes down, like a health pool.
Oh my god, Rez ate a person. Rez is throwing up and having a panic attack right now, by the way.
Use the flute, it's gonna be melodious.
Glenn is also throwing up and having a panic attack right now.
As you both share your panic attacks, Larry seems unfazed.
Stir's trying to shove the full cauldron into the bag.
With the soup as well.
Just uncaring, just trying to shove it in the bag. Isn't
Do you have-
bothered that there's a foot.
Do you have 2 of those?
I do have two. I just made a second one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what the measurements were for. I was making a bag and then I infused it.
No reason to move your tokens, there's no more hostile creatures. As the low Katha runs down from the north. Did you do it? Did you kill Kelvin, the betrayer?
Vomiting as he passes me.
Oh, are you gonna finish that? Just to recap, Larry, Alistair, and Oralas, you were fine. However, the rest of you, take 2 points away from your insanity pool. Oh wait, Larry,
But-
did you eat the soup? Yeah, you did. So you take 2 points away from yours as well.
I did not eat the soup. If that
What
means
if I
anything.
didn't?
I know, Glenn, but this this shares a
Right,
very
right.
very special
Eric.
resonance. What was that?
I did not eat the soup.
Oh, then you're good too.
Okay, I've been trying to say that. I've been trying to ask, what if I didn't eat the soup for the last like 5 minutes?
I apologize.
And Rez like really enjoyed. Like he ate like probably like 2 like ladles full.
Yeah, he enjoyed it. And by the way, he should have, because it was very tasty.
But it's people. Soylent soup is people.
But it
They're eating it.
tasted. The blend of spices was.
I smacked
right.
her in the head and I continue to throw up.
Erland, this would be a disgusting sight if you didn't already predict it, and if you weren't so enraptured into your trident.
Now that we're just sitting here, should we go deal with the boat situation, or how's this gonna work?
A
Well,
kill
maybe he's
bastard that
waiting
steals
for
a
us.
boat from me.
Maybe he's waiting for us, or is there anything else to look out in this place? The river went far away.
Yes, don't. Larry raises a good point. Don't we need to take a head?
I
Or
can't
what's left of
remember.
it. Let's go ahead and take, what's left, maybe a defining body part, and,
I got a few heads.
well, I know, but I think we need a big one, too.
I'm just saying it'll fit right in. Be at home. Its own kind. Scrape up
Yes,
what's left and
Take
dump it
this
in.
head.
I'm just gonna hold my bag open, waiting for someone to drop what's left of the head in.
I can't believe we just ate people.
I guess I could saw it off with a dagger.
I can't believe.
Saw it.
Wasn't the head like obliterated though?
Kind of. So this is just kind of like the like the neck, and then the exploded part, and then because that's not, defining enough, I'll also grab some of the mangled like mess of her hair and brain matter and
Just shove the whole
stuff
corpse
that in
in.
as well.
Stuff the whole corpse in there.
Okay,
I'm just holding it
okay,
open
and
for Larry.
shove it in. All right,
Better parts.
it's in there.
I'll do something with it.
So you guys get the
I'm
magical
sure
items
you-
in tow, not leaving a piece of loot ungotten. You eventually make your way out into the boat.
Hate
Glenn,
that.
what was that? What'd you say, Eric?
I'll do something with that. That's awful. That is so fucking awful.
Corpse.
You know how many corpses I have in this bag?
You need to make a second bag of holding out of skin, out of that like skin
I thought you meant out of human skin because he's so fucking.
or cat or whatever it was. You need to make a bag of holding out of that. That's where you
I've got a plan for that skin. I've got a plan for that
You're gonna
skin.
meet
Fucking Eddie in our party.
Now then, as you guys all recover your loot and push your insanity down, everyone is aged much more than maturely from this day of heavy adventuring. As you guys all come to the frozen waterfall now, you find it without a boat. Glenn, the first one to the area.
Oh,
Bad
who could have
news?
predicted this?
Bad news, we have to kill Ned at some point in the future. I don't know when. But
As soon as
will
we
have to
fucking
kill
see
Ned.
him.
Alistair, I know the favor I'm going to repay you with. I'm going to add Ned's head to your bag.
Aye,
Maybe we need
that'll
to check
do.
the other way around then.
As you guys check through all the caverns, make your way out looking for any sign of the boat, it is gone. However, doubling back to that area, that magical barrier, you find Aralas with Orly's vision it is being kept to keep the Lokatha prisoners. All of the other Lokathas, the slaves of the hag, are behind that magical barrier.
So that should be way up north.
That is right. Without needing to move your token, you can go there and deactivate it if you wish, being a wizard and having knowledge of these arcanic implementations.
I would like to do so.
Yeah.
As you open it, the Lokatha step forward. One looks up at you. You have no idea what he says, as he only speaks Aquan.
Uno momento.
But
Por
each one of them spits into your hand as they walk out.
Sure.
Dicks.
Just about
That's
that
good luck.
time, you feel a wet fin over your shoulder. You have done a great thing for my people.
Well, thank you so much. But I've had some help, and I'll look far away beyond like they do in the stories.
Well, of course. And he spits in your hand as well. For a sign of gratitude.
Yes. Yes, of course.
As you guys all sit in these caverns, without much resources, without even the local timber wood around you, you're basically stranded on this island cavern-like hilltop. Until you hear a gunshot. Out in the darkness. A few more minutes pass. It is now approximately 4 a.m. And you guys see, out in the darkness, as a single light begins approaching from the water. Growing bigger.
Oh, somebody make a bonfire. Let them know over here. Alice, Alice.
I'm on my way. This place is huge. I lost myself.
I know. I don't know where we are.
DM, can we request a teleport to the main area where we all are?
Yes.
It's okay, I'm at the wisp.
You found the wisp. Let's take
I found the
everybody to
wisp.
the... Yeah, you guys stayed there for hours. I'll say eventually you guys made your way out to the wisp.
Bonfire.
Do you want to put a bonfire down there? Terrific. As you put down the bonfire, you see the light getting closer. As the light is now about 300 feet out, you hear a sound as you're still on the coast there. Hello? Captain Davies? Or anybody? Hold on, can y'all hear me?
Yes. I'll wave my sword in the light so he sees it.
He makes his way to the light. Oh my god, watching you guys frantically jump for... Some of you are inside of rock, like beyond the walls. You're fucking...
Me and Rez were dancing.
Yeah, you guys were caught inside of a mountain. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I got you guys, don't worry.
The
Where are
beach.
we? Where are we?
There you go, boys.
Fire my cannon up in the air to signal that we hear them.
Terrific. So you guys are there now. Jesus Christ. You can see the boat drawing near to all of you. It's Captain Jackson, Bones Jackson, the captain of the ferry. A black man, very wide red bandana which eclipses his brown dreadlocks. He has an eye patch, and as he looks up, "Yeah, I got worried about you. Came out on my own after I saw my skiff passing by me without my buddies on it."
Aye, a spineless slime stole it from us. Should have killed him when we met him.
I did.
Aye, good for you.
No one's taking
And
my
did
fat
you by
lass.
chance? You take his head by any chance?
No, I thought I'd leave that for you.
Aye, thank you, good sir. Thank you.
Rez, you're gonna have to find a new favor.
As you all climb back into the boat, you see the body of Ned Shake Shaft, leaning out with his hands spread out, a single gunshot wound to the head.
I'm going to
does
start
any-
hacking at his neck with
Right.
just fury and anger.
I didn't think you meant that literally, but hell, you've done a good service for the town. I'd say you've deserved it.
I throw up one more time.
Whoa! Let's
Yeah,
do that
sec-
over the... Okay. What's wrong with all of you?
He had a little human and now they're all upset.
Bad soup.
What do you
I'm just
mean?
hacking away at the neck and stuffing the head in the bag.
The hag made some very delicious soup, and we ate it. And then we found out the cauldron was magical and could make food, so we're like, oh, let's keep this cauldron. And as we dumped it out, we saw a foot. It was people soup.
You guys took the cauldron?
Throw up again.
I got it right here. I'm going to pat my second bag of holding.
Keep that under your hat. The only reason the speaker or Imdra wanted to kill the hag is to get that cauldron.
Alright, well, it's ours now.
Well, if you want to stay that way, don't tell anybody. You know me, I'm keeping my lip closed.
I'm going
No,
to give the
tell us
captain
more.
5 gold.
They didn't tell us. Like, this is to everyone. Nobody told us to get a cauldron. did
That's
they?
right, this is new information.
Okay, yeah, so they probably wanted us to leave the cauldron and just, like, they'd come in afterwards and clean up. But nope. So they're gonna...
Why do they want the cauldron, do you think?
The Fighters
Feed the
Guild,
town.
the Wizard, everything is about that one magical item. Just like Captain said, they need to feed the town, and for a long time, that's cauldron what they did it with. But come on.
Well,
Cauldron. People need to eat.
you've done right by us. We'll do right by you. Don't you worry.
Oh, this is just returning a favor, guys. You're the ones that freed my ferry from all them ghosts. Or what'd you call them? Durager? Whatever.
Dead.
Speaking of which, well, let's get the fat lass back to the ferry. I'm tired of sitting out here, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm mighty cold.
We're going to give the captain a bottle of the honey mead.
Ah, you got the good stuff. Man, the white lady and the wet trout have been out of this stuff for weeks. You see him pop the cork and begin drinking.
Whatever Alistair had given Rez, Rez now, like, covered in frozen little bits of ice in his hair and on his hat, he's just going to just chug whatever Alistair had given him a bottle of.
As you drink the quarter-leg, the very, very powerful dwarvish whiskey. You drink it down.
I don't think that's... I didn't give him that. I gave him...
Oh,
I
you
gave
didn't?
him mead.
Oh, okay.
No, I gave him the mead. I believe he gave me the quarter leg.
Ah, perfect, perfect. As you drink the honeydew, very sweet taste, which is so rare, and now that the distillery is shut down, it's a good end to a very bitter night. As you guys...
I'm going to give the captain a second bottle. And this is for later.
I appreciate that, Captain Davies. If you ever have need of another hand aboard, come see me in East Haven. I'm kind of getting weary of this whole ferry gig anyhow.
I am building a crew myself. We'll be setting sail before long, and you, my dear friend, are the top of the list. Good seaman such as yourself.
I'm glad to hear that. If you guys ever need transit up to Caer Dineval or hell, even Caer Connor, you come see me and I'll take you there.
Oh, Captain Jackson, correct?
Oh, call me whatever you want. I kind of like bones, and besides, I don't feel like much of a captain now, anyways.
Okay, your Captain Bonesness. You're the first person I think we would consider, like a friend of this area that, we could really know. Something I want to ask, what do you think is, like, the richest town in all of the 10 towns?
Oh,
Like, the
man.
fanciest town.
I think Bryn Shander's the fanciest, but Tourmalane's where the gold's at.
Oh, there's a lot of wealth to be had in Tourmaline?
Yeah, I thought about even working up enough gold for me to buy one of them inn suites and just retire. But now with the everlasting winter and all, every place is turned to shit.
How long has this everlasting winter been going on?
Oh, 2 years?
So you will be staying at the East Haven, you say?
Yep, got my own room at the Wet Trout. Nicest one overlooks the sea.
And from there, where can we go? You mentioned the place, I think.
Oh, yeah, I can. We don't gotta go back to East Haven. I just thought you guys wanted to turn in your hag head or whatever. Yeah, I can take this ship up to Caer Dineval, up to Caraconic. I could show you, but I guess those Duragers stole my map.
I see, I see. So it's all something we can do on the water.
That's right. This, well, actually, if you want to know the truth, the Lac Dinneshire connects all of the cities on the East Coast, whereas the Mayor
I could
Dinneshire does the other thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say
will write
we
it down.
I say we stop in East Haven, drop off a few bits of the hag, get our payday, move on.
Yeah, maybe see what's happened with Dizan, that
All right.
guy.
Well, we're halfway to the ferry now. As you guys look around, he's already embarked off the coast and made such a very comfortable and silent retreat from it that you didn't even notice the ship had been moving. As he pilots it now towards the ferry, and you guys help him hoist it onto the side, you guys inevitably climb up the net rope and make your way to the ferry itself. All right. 20 minutes to East Haven. As he turns, the wind bellowing in the sails and the ship sailing back to the coast where your payday awaits. That's where we will leave off. Until next week.
While we're going on the boat, could I give Erlon
Oh.
the 2 Druid Scrolls that I had?
Sure. Yeah, we can
I
role
think
play
it's.
that out.
I think there's 2.
And you guys
Well,
can also, let's establish this before leaving off. Would you guys like to sleep on the ferry? There are some cots inside of the central cabin.
Erlon will definitely take that time to meditate.
Sure. I'll sleep on
Something
the
for me
ferry.
to note is the entire time Rez was very kind of aloof and distant throughout that entire kind of boat trip.
We can tell. And we will wake up next week, the 3rd of Last Leaf at 10 a.m. A little bit of checks. Erlon, you got your...
Session.
Oh, thanks, man. Erlon, you got your loot. And Aralas, you lost your 1d4 DM's inspiration.
Yeah, I used the bards. I rolled d4 because I'm a noob,
Oh,
but I used the bards.
that's good to know.
Did I
That-
have a DM?
No, you didn't, which is why I was
I don't think you
surprised. So when you used it, I was like, fuck it, let's just go with it.
It was Raz.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll wait for the 2 Druid Scrolls for next week since Erlon is meditating.
All right, thanks for playing. I'm going to be hanging around a couple hours later if you guys want to, like, talk about it, or if you want to go, that's fine too. And thanks, everybody, for watching.